Welcome to the Comic Book Show, which happens here every Wednesday at 9 p.m. PST to 11 p.m. PST. We have gathered an all-star cast of Comic Book Show. Wait, no, one more time. We have gathered an all-star cast of comic book experts to bring you this week's comic book news, reviews, previews, and discussion.
Nice.
See?
Nice.
Oh,
This week I actually came up with one.
That was good.
I was ready. I was gonna say kung fu,
You were you?
but she
That was
didn't-
awesome.
didn't
Let's
wanna
do
hear
it again. We have gathered an all-star cast of comic book show. Wait, god damn it.
Sorry, I laughed.
This show is an all-star expert, whatever.
He is an expert at comics.
We have gathered an all-star cast of comic book show. Oh, fuck. Never mind. It's good, guys. The first take, that was the one.
That was good.
No safety.
All right.
Okay. I'm going to start in with introductions. As Wes noted right before this thing, I usually say that your chat is blown up super big on that screen right there, but guess what? We broke that TV!
Oh,
So, we'll be looking this way for chat tonight.
over your head.
Which just means we're gonna have to be more on it.
Or right here,
Okay.
behind these.
No.
Yes. All right. We're going to start with introductions, and then we're going to get right into it, because I know you guys are hungry for comic book stuff.
I know I am, Jen.
Are you really?
No.
Chimichangas.
Do you have some comic book stuff to whet our appetite?
I do. That was really clever.
Oh.
That was really
Oh.
clever.
Oh,
That was good.
oh.
Shut up.
I'm just gonna.
Look
To
at
my
it.
far right is Mr. Matthew Hiscox. You know him as the director of Batman Death Wish, a viral YouTube dramatic Batman short that you can check out some fancy nipples on.
Okay.
How's that?
I think we're going with the commands now. Apparently, the bot is now saying that it's Pat Hiscox.
Oh, yes, you missed that yesterday.
Interesting story. I was almost named Patrick.
That's where that comes from.
Oh, okay. So the
Is that
story is
real?
already. Yes, I was.
So
I was
what
literally
is
almost
Matt
named,
with your
and I am
parents?
so glad that I dodged that bullet and
Pat
that my name is
Hiscox.
actually Matt Hiscox.
It's Pat.
Yes.
Wow.
I almost got named Zach.
Oh,
You look like a Zach.
Zach Ackerman sounds awesome. You could have just been Zach Ackerman.
Ackerman. You could be Zackerman.
What?
Zackerman,
Oh
Did
my
I
god,
s-
that
I
would have been
scared
really
Tobias.
awesome.
right?
You should have done that.
To Matt's left
fine.
is Mr. Aw!
It's a puppy.
To Matt's left is Wes Calimer.
Yep.
He is, can I say this? Can I say that you're one of the lead contributors to therealstanley.com? Is that a thing that I can say?
Sure.
He's one of the lead contributors to therealstanley.com. You also know him from such internet gems
Yeah.
as Geek Hero, which was a podcast he did
Yeah.
on thejointstudios.com,
Sure.
which no longer bears it, but
Nope.
it's okay.
It's all right.
It was great while it lasted.
It was.
Also,
Wind chatter.
that's right.
Wind chatter.
You know him from Wind Chatter.
That's right. We're done with me now. Chat.
Hashtag
Wait,
demon.
What about after, what about after these messages?
You know, some stars burn too bright. I guess. Okay.
That's awesome. I am Jennifer Zhang, and you know me from the Versus album and the Batsuit music video, which I produced and performed in.
And her own makeup line.
Nope, that's not a real thing.
Yes, it is.
With this fella over here, my partner in crime on that. So there were nipples in it, in this one as well.
You like nipples a lot.
He
doing
has a
that.
thing with the nipples.
Big fan.
To my left,
Paving the way since
Wait, what about you?
1995.
I just
Oh,
did
you
me.
just did you.
Yeah,
That's when I
You
got.
just
my
did yourself.
I just did myself. To my left
Oh, welcome to the internet.
is Mr. Lucas Ackerman. He is the head of the movement that is 1 million to save Wolverine and the X-Men. Tonight, he is joined by his sidekick, Tobias. Oh my god, that's so cute.
Look at his penis. It's so small. It's the penis we can show on TV.
Okay.
You don't want to.
Look at those adorable PPs.
Look at his penis. Dick will make you slap somebody. And manning the battle station tonight is none other than our very own Duralath. You can catch him here
Yeah.
tonight playing that Infinite Crisis, also on Fridays for FGC Live. And Sundays as well for Street Fighter All Nighter. And also, and on occasion, other times, when we need a hero.
All right.
They need what I can do.
You have failed this city.
You're not what we need, but you're what we deserve, or something.
More
Something
comic book
like
quotes. All right. So let's see. Without further ado, with a little bit more ado, this show is really about you guys and your comments, which we pull into the discussion all night long even the dirtiest, filthiest things that you say,
most-
which
most of them.
yes, absolutely. You guys are horrible people that
Yeah.
take
You should be
too much-
ashamed of
you
yourself.
should
Is what
absolutely.
she's trying to say.
Didn't you just talk about your dog's penis a minute ago?
Yeah, and you should be ashamed of yourself.
DJ Nimbus
Only
says
I
we're
talk about
just
his
awful
penis.
people.
Yeah.
If you want to get in on Durlath's game of Infinite Crisis, send him a little friend request. He's Durlath. Easy enough. First segment of the night.
Is the Daily Planet.
Yeah.
It's where we bring you guys all the news, reviews, important information about video games, comics, and television that are comic book related.
Yep.
I tried to do the intro the exact opposite way of the way I normally did it.
No,
It works
I-
both ways.
I liked it.
You can do front to back or back to front.
Indeed,
Oh,
that's what
she
she said.
Oh, that's good. Oh my God, that was totally asking
Filthy.
No,
Filthy.
Adam
That's what
would have
she
loved
said.
to be there.
for it. She didn't say that.
Who's got our very first bit of
I'll start it off. So, guys, do you remember like a couple of shows ago, or was it last show, where we were talking about TV shows that we want to see,
No, I don't remember
comic
that.
book related wise? Well, it was just been it's been reported and rumored that Fox is in deep development for a live action television series based on the X-Men.
Do you want to say this like slowly and just like start touching yourself? Like, are you really just? Because this is like,
Wes,
wow for you.
You have failed the city. I'm just gonna. I'm gonna keep telling everyone that they failed the city.
Well,
Say it slowly in a sexy voice.
to TV, my X-Men. Reports are coming in to light that Fox is currently developing a live-action X-Men television series.
Oh, what have I done? All right.
Wes, you have failed the city.
Yeah,
I've really
you
failed
failed
the city.
All right.
Anyway, the rumors have continued on saying that it's going to be loosely based on Peter David's run on X Factor, so we'll probably be seeing Multiple Man lead the show. They're also describing it as fringe of the X-Men world. So, just okay. I guess Tobias likes that idea. But yeah, Eric Dane from X-Men 3, he actually portrayed Multiple Man in X-Men 3. So, would he be returning for the show? Oh, there's also rumors that it's not on the news because it came out today. Quicksilver may be actually in the show as well. So, depending on what time period they decide on, the guy who played Quicksilver, I can't remember his name right now.
That guy.
Yeah, that one guy.
Okay.
He could be in the show, or they could recast an older version depending on what time period they decide to go with.
Hi, Cybercat. Welcome to Twin Galaxies Live and the comic book show, which is what you're watching. So, just a reminder, guys, we got to keep it vigilant on there
right.
because we have a sliver of space to
Yes.
catch the chat on. E-Man Cave says that we have failed all the cities.
You know what, Cybercat, welcome, and you have failed this city.
What else do we have?
Rumors. Love rumors. They've surfaced yet again that Sony is in negotiations with Disney and Marvel to have Spider-Man appear in Avengers 3 and become part of the MCU. This comes off the heels of another rumor that Avengers 3 will be split into two parts. The first part will not feature the Avengers we're familiar with, Iron Man, Thor, Hulk, etc. The story ends there.
Who are some of the other Avengers that might make it into, if there is another part to it that doesn't feature the
Ellen
the big ticket?
DeGeneres.
Yeah, she'd be great.
She's gonna be
Oh, she's
Yep,
yeah,
she's
she's
one
a
of
great
them.
I'll
Avenger.
see it.
Yeah.
Yep.
What else do we
you
got?
see the
Well,
gay
Flipper
Avenger?
the dolphin, who's teamed up with Jaws
Says she's a
from
great
Jaws
Avenger.
3, which was actually Jaws' mom.
No, but
No,
seriously,
that's my
I
favorite
want to
one.
know, and
That's
I
my
believe
favorite
these
one.
people at home want to know. We are failing
Well,
the city.
So the discussion's been moved to that Avengers 3 is going to be split into two parts.
Yes.
The first part is not going to feature, the Avengers that we're familiar with. So I would expect there to be Doctor Strange, Ant-Man,
Black Panther
maybe
would be awesome.
Guardians of the Galaxy characters, maybe.
So
Also, so if this works out with Sony and Marvel to where they're able to share Spider-Man, then Spider-Man would probably show up in the first part of the Avengers.
to like carry the film.
Two memes. Sorry, guys. It's not sideways. It's a fisheye lens. Yep.
Okay.
But apparently, Revan says these are all rumors so far.
Yeah,
They are.
I also I got an email that kept me up at night because I was so excited.
Wow.
Someone I know knows someone in the business who says that these talks are in fact.
Ooh.
In fact,
And
that is
you-
not failing any city.
And you just
So-
outed them. What's their name again?
I didn't
What's
say
the
the
name?
name. I
No,
didn't
what
say
was
no
it?
name.
What was
I
it?
didn't say any names.
What did you think?
Well, okay, wait. I do have to point this out, though. We're talking about something that's like 5 years away.
True.
Like, we're literally
we're the first to
guessing
report it.
about 2018, 2019?
I don't know when they.
Well, also,
I don't even know if they have a release date for
Yeah,
Avengers
I
3.
don't think they've come out with a specific
Since,
release
since
date
you have
either.
like the inside track here, Lucas.
Yes.
What's this hubbub about Spider-Man being?
Yeah. So also today they also talked about how Sony they're definitely going to be doing a Sinister Six film,
Okay.
which is planned to be coming out in 2016.
Yes.
But they're also talking about recasting Spider-Man.
Poor
So,
Andy.
Yeah, Andrew Garfield may be not returning
Oh.
as Spider-Man, which I don't like. I like him as Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I think he was
He's
the best
alright.
part of the Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man movies.
And then his
Um,
girlfriend's gonna have to make out with somebody else.
Yeah, she's dead though.
Aw, Tobias doesn't like that. Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
She died.
It's fine.
Oh,
Spoilers.
Um,
Spoiler alert.
but if they do recast Spider-Man, they would be rebooting the franchise once again with
Again.
this movie. So
some comments coming in. Scarlet Speedster says, "I heard that if they get Spider-Man, they'll make the Civil War, which would be amazing." Red Smasher says, "Can't Marvel use another Spider-Man like Miles Morales and just not have to make a deal with another company?"
No.
And Duke Nukem suggests that the Avengers should go on forever.
And you know what? I believe, like what's happening in the comics right now, I believe that's their plan to keep the franchise moving.
Yeah.
So, we may see in the comic books, like Tony Stark killed off for good. We may see things like that. So,
That elicited
yeah.
a not good response.
TV was not
he was
amused.
killed off.
that's just speculation on my part, but. That,
Right? You heard it first.
that
Lucas
seems-
speculates.
That
He speculates
seems-
hard,
Mm.
you
That
guys.
seems like what's going to be happening to me.
Okay.
Specifically to Lucas.
Specifically.
So let's see some Fantastic Four news, which I know you guys are all very, very excited to hear, given the popularity of the book series.
Wait. This
No, I
isn't,
know.
This
No, we're
isn't
not.
female news. Matt, you. I'm just kidding.
Hold on.
What?
Where's the news about
Wow.
sandwiches? Oh, I'll wait till that one.
Wait, there's sandwiches?
Don't
in here?
wait until sandwiches. Go make the sandwiches, Jennifer.
Yes.
You have failed the city.
You failed the city! We want the sandwiches. That was pretty great. Hey.
I got it from both ends here.
Oh,
Okay.
that's what she said. She just
Wow.
said it. She just said it.
Yep, she said it.
Michael B.
doesn't-
Jordan.
Okay.
Michael B. Jordan, who you know is playing the Human Torch in the upcoming Final Fantasy reboot. I'm sorry, Final Fantasy. I saw FF and I read Final Fantasy. Fantastic Four video games. Fantastic Four reboot came out to say that I did it again. Fantastic Four will have a new look
You okay?
in the film. It's just FF. I just always read it as Final Fantasy.
Got it.
We'll have a new look in the film, and we'll be staying away from the cheesy superhero outfits, and we'll have a gritty look. He says we are all in containment suits. It's gritty. It's a gritty film. Now that that leaked image of Dr. Doom there, was that gritty?
What's this?
Which- Oh, it's Infinite Crisis. Right there.
Okay.
It's Grady.
So anyway, guys, expect a gritty Fantastic Four.
We need some more grit.
Yep, get some grits all up in there.
Love some grits.
grits.
What else do we have? More Fantastic Four stuff.
Whoa.
I did it right that time.
Well, it turns out that the Fox shout-out is real. That
Shut
Marvel
out.
has shut out. There's a shout-out, too.
Hey,
Um,
hi Marvel.
Shout outs to shutouts.
Hi Fox.
The Marvel has confirmed that they are indeed canceling Fantastic Four with its final triple-sized issue, number 645.
Wow.
This is the comic that started it all with Marvel superheroes back in the 60s. So it's kind of sad to see that Fantastic Four is getting shut down in kind of a stunt, because basically Marvel doesn't want to be advertising for anybody's properties that aren't their own.
Right.
So they're saying, all right, well, you guys can have Fantastic Four, but guess what? We're cutting out your
We're
legs
done.
from underneath you.
Yeah.
That's
So,
really sad.
yeah.
They've
In
been doing something
related
similar
news
with
to
X-Men.
this,
Yeah.
sorry. Go
No,
ahead.
go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
What were you
We're
gonna
very
say?
polite here
It's-
on the
we-
comic book show.
X-Men
No,
is
no, no,
all
no.
you.
No,
You
what
are
were
our
you-
X-Man.
No, please. What were you gonna say?
I just want to hit you sometimes.
X-Men news. What do we
Yes.
got?
So, in related to this news, Chris Claremont, who you know as the godfather of the X-Men, he said, "I have to say, quite honestly, as I understand it, with the X department, is forbidden to create new characters. Well, who owns them? All because of the new characters become the film property of Fox." So he's trying to say the X department, like the people in charge of all the X-Men books, who are writing and illustrating and everything, who are creators of the books, are no longer allowed to create new characters for the X-Men books because that's just giving giving Fox more characters.
Wow.
And this isn't the first time that this has been brought up.
Interesting.
Like a couple years ago, Rob Liefeld went to Twitter, like he always does, and let it be known that he had a meeting with Marvel, and he had all these great ideas about new characters and everything. All the ideas got shut down because they were like, we don't want to give Fox more material.
Oh, that's kind of catty.
Damn.
Yeah.
Huh. It's not at all sad.
What do you think about that, X-Men fan?
Well, honestly, maybe I should talk about this after the Danger Room.
Let's do it in one
But-
shot, maybe.
But
No?
Marvel is really being petty here. Like, the X-Men. Okay, so Fox brought Marvel out of bankruptcy,
Look what you did.
I failed the city.
and they got the X-Men movies,
Right.
the Fantastic Four movies.
Yep.
They brought in some cash from Marvel, who was needing it at the time.
Sure.
And I'm sure Marvel at the time didn't think that Fox would still have the film rights to those franchises.
Okay.
They probably thought that they're gonna do a trilogy of X-Men and a trilogy of Fantastic Four, and then they'll be done.
They'll
with
be
it.
done, yeah.
And that's not the case anymore.
they make
There's
like
4th,
800 of
5th,
them.
6th spin-offs and blah 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 blah. And Fox is riding the Marvel train as long as they can, and there's nothing wrong with it. There's hit and misses with the X-Men movies. With every movie, not every Marvel Studios film is the best. Like Iron Man 3, for instance, Iron Man 2, for instance. The first Iron Man is like my favorite Marvel Studios film, but then they like the other two. I could keep going on, but Marvel shouldn't be so petty as to cancel a Fantastic Four book. Are you serious? Like, Stan Lee is probably super pissed about it and probably being super quiet about it. But yeah, I could go on.
The thing that just shocks me about this is that Marvel let them do it.
Yeah.
Like, outright, when Disney bought Marvel, they said, hey, we're just going to honor all these. This is a handshake agreement. We could shore up all of our resources. We could just take them all back, but we're not going to. You guys, you get to keep what you... And now it's biting them in the ass, and they're like, no,
Well,
get out of our sandbox.
the old
Yeah.
idiom here, as E-Man Caves is pointing out, is very apt in this case, cutting off the nose to spite the face.
Yeah.
Yep. Shall we move on, though?
Sad face.
Indeed.
Indeed.
We can talk more about it during Watchtower.
Yes.
Marvel revealed a new logo for the upcoming Daredevil series to air on Netflix. Cast will be appearing at New York Comic Con, signing concept art for the fans.
And there it is.
Oh, I like it.
I'm a big fan of this.
Yeah,
That's
it's very
cool.
faithful to the comics, I think.
It's,
Yeah,
well, not
very
only
much.
that, but I think this is just. I think this will be the Iron Man for Netflix to start their
Yep.
Netflix
Yeah,
shared universe. I'm so excited for it. It's
Beautiful.
gonna be really cool.
I do want to point out, you guys, that Duralath here has purchased Green Lantern and the SoCal Hal bro skin for his character. And you can click on that to get a better look. And yes, he is wearing socks with sandals.
Wow, dude.
Oh, I was looking at his feet.
No, not Duralath. Green Lantern is wearing socks with sandals.
That's pretty great.
Yeah, and board shorts. More news?
There's girl news for you.
Oh, okay. Ladies, listen up,
Ladies,
because this one's for you.
girl talk from Jen.
Yeah. Concept art for X-Men number 3 surfaced, or X-Men 3, not number 3, X-Men 3, same thing, whatever. Concept art for X-Men 3 surfaced of Jean Grey as Phoenix. Jean Grey's a chick, guys. Sorry. As Phoenix, if Bryan Singer had stuck around. Okay, so this is not something that would have happened. I mean, this
Yeah.
is not something that happened. This is what would have happened. Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
this is if Bryan Singer would have stuck around for X-Men 3, this is what Jean Grey possibly would have looked like.
She would
This is
look like
concept
she's
art.
exploding. And the question that we're posing is, what do you guys think? Did we miss out? Oh God, that was horrific.
Did you see the other one?
The one where she looks like she's
Yeah.
got lava face.
I love that look.
Okay.
What? It's
I love it.
terrifying.
I love it.
There's
Why do
nothing
you-
hot
why
about
do you love that?
Except, I guess that's the thing.
Because it's more faithful than, a bunch of black veins and black eyes,
I can't even remember what she looked like. Was that what she looked like?
Yeah, like her eyes, her
Ish.
pupils took over
She
her
didn't
eyes or
look like that
whatever.
at all.
Oh.
The
Eh.
veins.
I like
it's
it.
It's terrifying, which might have been very appropriate. So that concludes girl news. Back to you guys.
Thanks, lady person.
You have
Appreciate that.
failed the city.
You failed it first.
Failed this city like rock.
Oh no, we're gonna get sued again, guys. Can't do that. Can't do
It has
that.
to like match.
You
though.
failed the city.
It has
Oh, Scarlet Speedster says she would be like Human Torch? Question mark.
yeah, I mean,
Kinda.
a little,
Little
human
torchy.
torchy, but a lot of characters have the fiery effect, and Phoenix is one of them.
So actor Nicholas DeGasto
The Gasto.
has been cast as Harvey Dent in the upcoming episodes of Gotham. You may remember Nicholas from his part in NBC's Heroes, but also Fired Up. Remember I made you watch that like 2
Yeah,
years
it was
ago?
a good
Yes.
movie.
You didn't
It was
like that movie at
enjoyable.
all.
Nope.
You hated that film.
I liked it. I needed more alcohol.
You gotta risk it to get the biscuit. That's the thing they say in the movie.
So this actor is like
Amazing.
probably in his late 20s.
No, he's not. He just looks like he is. He's like probably 40.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, and I'm assuming there's going to be a friendship sparked with him and Bruce Wayne.
Well, that's what happened because they were friends.
But how's like an 11-year-old going to be friends with like a 40-year-old?
That's a good point. They're really effing
without
with
it being like weird.
You went there. Huh?
That was my
Okay.
one.
I
word
had that in my. I'm like,
contribution.
no, that's inappropriate. You don't want. Oh, Matt got it. All right, that's cool.
What else we got, guys? We got to
Well-
move into the interactive segment of the show where you guys will be voting. So stick
Yeah.
around. Go ahead.
I think Cybercat says he would tap that. I think he was talking about Jennifer, but I'm gonna
No,
instead
he's
assume
talking
that he's
about
talking about
Phoenix.
Nicholas D'Agosto.
No,
oh
he's
wow.
talking about Phoenix.
DeGasto.
No, he just wants to be another NAMBLA participant. It's been rumored that Ethan Hawke is up for the role of Doctor Strange, and he even came forward expressing interest in that role. Soon after, it was reported that Joaquin Phoenix was no longer in talks, so now there's even more interest behind it. Again, speculating on a movie that is like 3 years out.
No, it's 2 years.
2 years out.
Yeah, it makes better.
It should be starting to film soon. So a casting announcement should be made probably
But
this weekend. Actually,
Isn't
maybe.
that? I think Matt's point is. Here's some other news. I am not Doctor Strange. Matthew has not been cast as Doctor.
But
Jennifer.
there are
is a chick.
talks that
can't.
Jennifer is possibly Doctor Strange in the same sentence.
Could happen.
Words.
Words.
I think to me, I hate to rag on the news or whatever, but I'm getting really tired of rumors that are like 3 or 4 years out, and it's just it's kind of ridiculous at this point to me. It's like, well, now we're talking about what might happen in the Justice League 2 movie. It's like, well, I haven't even seen Batman vs Superman,
Yep.
and I don't even know what's going to happen if they make a Justice League movie. So, to me, a lot of the thrill of the long-term stuff, it just feels like I'm along for an ad campaign. Do you know how many Flash videos were released this past week? 7.
Did it show like the whole episode?
No, it's just like they released 3 different recaps of the first one. They released, and it's like, okay, wait a minute, guys, like let's watch it for what it is. Let's enjoy it for what it is. So
Color commentary by Matthew Hiscox.
yeah.
So basically, the news has failed the city.
the news has failed.
I will never do it again. Have fun.
No, it's our job to report this.
Have fun.
It's our job to report.
If only Radio was here, we'd just play a very specific clip.
And he's not here.
he's
And you
not.
know what? He didn't quit.
Oh.
I fired him.
Okay.
So
We're gonna
you want to
need-
be next?
Lies are
You
fun.
want to be next?
Lies
We're
are
gonna
fun.
need
That's
to.
a
We're
lie.
gonna need to start having Neo train in yelling things from the other room. Otherwise, the comic book show is not gonna feel like the comic book show.
That's so funny. And
He
dead
has
on.
he has to yell stuff like, "I hate you all."
Neo, try it.
He's out
over
there.
there.
It needs more gravitas, but I like it.
It's a good start. It's a
It was
good
all right.
start.
It was all right. There you go.
It came
That was
across
pretty
the
cool.
walkie.
That was,
That
pretty
was
good.
brilliant.
That was good.
All right, so there's been a new trailer released
We
for
played that last week. We used it as evidence.
Oh, we did?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
No.
So we can't, but it didn't show up in the thing, so we might as well play it now.
Oh, okay.
Oh, sure,
Well,
sure.
All right, guys, there's a new trailer for Justice League Throne of Atlantis because y'all love Aquaman so much. Here it is.
Hopefully Aquaman hasn't failed this city.
I don't know. He might
City
have though.
being Atlantis.
I heard that sound clip like 18 times during Comic-Con.
You have failed this city.
Did you guys hear that Stefan Amal is voicing Green Arrow for Lego Batman? I think
That's
it's kind of funny.
awesome.
Who's that?
The guy who did the voice, he plays Arrow
Got it.
But
They
he
can't see me, huh?
He voiced it for
in
Injustice.
Injustice, yeah. But apparently this time it's funny and cheeky because it's Lego. So
That's cool.
yeah, should be fun.
Look at his little face. Yeah.
I love that we can play videos again.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
This is
It feels better. It feels
Those
better.
Russian clips are not doing so good. The first one was hilarious, but that second one just crashed and
They were
burned.
making me want to coming
gouge
in
your eyes
hot.
out. And
I always love living
in
these
salt.
shows because I want to see how the editor views these shows. Like, because last week's episode on YouTube was like so different than my memory.
Yeah, it was very boring.
Ooh, blasphemy. Greg says in other news, Sam was hotter than Dean last night.
Oh, that was a really good episode.
So
by
we
the way.
gotta
You guys
up
gotta
our-
catch up.
We got up our energy,
That's it, catch
guys.
up. Upper energy.
Upper energy.
Crack it up.
I don't know what happened, but since the show has started, this finger is turning purple,
That's
and
weird.
I can't feel it, and it feels like
It's from
really
this morning.
cold. Did we do anything? And why would it be so delayed?
Nunchucks. Because that's how injuries happen. You feel them later because initially your body pumps endorphins. Sport. Okay.
that's exactly what I.
That's how his delivery was.
Yeah.
This,
Alright.
this.
You have failed this city. Anime.
Blood is thicker than water.
That's a fact.
Indeed.
Sometimes.
Are you back? Are
We
you
are back.
We're
Aw.
back, and that's a dog. Is
The comic book
that
show.
what
Oh
your
my
dog
god,
sounds
that's
like?
adorable.
Yes,
All right.
this is how it sounds.
What else do
You
we got,
stupid
guys?
fucking bitch.
Oh man. Okay. Moving on.
dog.
The
I have a
dog-
dirty mouth.
The dog's failing
the
the city.
fuck
Man.
up.
The dog's failing the city.
Castiel was nude?
Yeah.
All
That's
right,
the most
see, we pay
important thing.
attention
We have to wait. We have to stop the news. Let's acknowledge Castiel was nude.
Okay.
Now let's go back to the news. Back to the comic book show.
Okay.
We are reading the chat. There's your proof.
Just days before the season 5 premiere, it was announced that AMC's The Walking Dead has been renewed for a 6th season. Scott M. Gimple will return as the series showrunner and an EP as long as the
The font is very small.
It's
okay?
very
Just-
tiny.
just
I don't know what
so-
happened.
Right.
Applied for a potential companion series to The Walking Dead, a spin-off based on the new story and new characters from Robert Kirkman's original series.
What's his name? It's adorable.
Gimple?
Gimple.
It's Gimple.
Gimple.
I'm sure he's never gotten shit for it.
No, not once in his life.
Hey, Gimple! Get over here! That's awesome.
Hustle up, Gimple.
You
Okay, what
failed
else?
this city, Gimple. He's probably not got that one.
Even Green Arrow would fail that delivery. It wouldn't happen.
That's good.
Um,
All right.
and we have a big chunk of text for the
Yeah.
next thing.
Yeah, there's a big paragraph.
You wanna
Big
take
news.
that one?
Sh-
Close it
I'll-
out?
I will take part of it, and someone else wants to take part of it.
I'll take the end.
So, guys, did you want an Iron Man 4? Especially after what happened in Iron Man 3? No? Well, guess what? Robert Downey Jr. went on the Ellen DeGeneres show, and
Who's gonna be in Avengers 3?
Yeah.
oh yes,
Ellen DeGeneres.
And he
heard
is
it-
not
you-
Doctor Strange.
you heard it here
No.
first. Ellen DeGeneres is gonna be in Avengers 3, Part 1.
She
gonna
could
be
make
part
a
of the
pretty
new
good
Avengers.
Miss Marvel.
Huh?
She could make a decent Miss Marvel.
She could be the new Thor.
That makes me
Huh?
sad.
She could be the new Thor.
Makes me sad.
But anyway, he went on Ellen, and she started pressing him about, hey, is there gonna be an Iron Man 4? And did I not put the quote in here? I don't
I
think I
guess
did.
not.
I guess not. Well, he was saying, oh, well, there's been talks about things, and we're negotiating, talking, and
That's right there. Right there, right? They do
No,
have
that was
a-
during the
That-
David Letterman part.
so, but so she's like, well, so is there gonna be one or not? And he was like, okay, yes, there's going to be an Iron Man 4. He didn't say that there was going to be an Iron Man 4. He just said, okay, yes.
So you're saying
So-
Lucas Ackerman confirms Iron Man 4.
Well, not just me. It was all over the news. I'm sure you guys heard about it.
Yep.
But later that day...
Then on Letterman, RBJ says, just between us, no, it's not going to happen. But I'm going to do other stuff with Marvel. I'm still going to be involved with Marvel, and there's going to be plenty of fun stuff to happen.
Oh. I was about to say, I would be okay with an Iron Man 4 movie as long as Pepper Potts didn't get to fucking be Iron Man again.
Yeah,
I used the F word. I'm sorry, guys.
it's all right.
That
Well,
pissed me off.
I'm thinking because of that last statement, and a lot of people think that Civil War is going to happen. He's going to show up in Guardians. He's going to show up. He's going to be the guy that he's going to be Sam Jackson of Phase wherever the hell we
Isn't
are.
Sam Jackson in?
No, you know what I mean, like a Phase 1 where he was doing like, hey, you come over here. You're going to be an Avenger. That's my Sam Jackson.
And with that,
That's the news.
Oh, Tobias. I threw Tobias. Oh my god, Tobias, comics.
good puppy, good puppy.
Good puppy, you have not failed this city.
So, this is everybody's favorite segment.
Yeah.
It is
It's the Danger Room.
That's right. This is where Marvel versus DC happens. We give you the best of both that happened this week. You guys vote on who won, Marvel or DC. You got Matt and me, and you got the lady, and the other lady,
I have a name.
I have a name.
Lucas.
And Tobias has a name.
and Tobias and Jennifer.
So we're Team Marvel tonight. I almost said
Tobias.
it, and you guys are Team DC.
Yes.
5 rounds. You guys vote in every single round. This is very important. Matt flashed the whiteboard there. By the end of the year, the loser has to buy the other team pizza.
Can we make it
The
a
year
different
anniversary, so.
Lobster pizza.
All right.
Ooh.
Let's just up the game.
There's only a handful of places that make lobster pizza.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
All right. We're gonna
Pretty
buy
good, though.
one of them.
All right,
So, DC won last week. They're up 3 weeks. Who the fuck knows why? But yeah, they get to go first.
we have new ringtones
I
today.
like this one.
Yeah.
All right, you have 90 seconds on the clock.
You have 90 seconds. Well, we all have 90 seconds.
You have failed the city.
Okay.
No, you have failed this city.
Sorry.
This is really hard tonight. I'm stupid.
Matt
Where's my
rode a
stool?
mechanical bull and he injured himself.
Yeah.
That
It
was
was-
the story there.
I was a little sore, like,
Dude,
a couple days
So
ago.
did
I am
Lucas, that's
bruised
right.
from here to here. Like literally, it's all purple and green. Just
That means you
that
did it
sounds
right.
all wrong.
Did it
Hi,
right.
Matt Hiscox. Yeah, and then on top of that, my foot is all messed up from ninjutsu, and my fingers turning purple. So yeah,
Fun
doing good.
Doing
stuff.
something right.
I'm ready when Jennifer has figured out her
Yep,
shininess.
my shininess.
Oh, she's shining. She knows it.
All right. And go.
All right, guys. For round 1, DC presents Green Arrow number 35. Now, I like this book, and it's cool that it's no longer part of the Outsiders War, which was a phenomenal storyline, but it doesn't matter. It's over now. What's going on in this one is Green Arrow is just trying to get his bearings back in his city. So that's cool. He's kind of violent and he's kind of mean, as always, shooting people through the hand because, you know, he doesn't kill people, but he's still kind of a jerk. Now, what I really like about this one is it's often easily forgotten that Oliver Queen is kind of a douche. For the ladies out there, he's got the whole Bruce Wayne thing going on of bruises and muscles and scars and bones. But the really cool thing about this one is there's actually an offer on the table to buy the Queen Foundation or to merge with the Queen Foundation.
Whoa!
And we find out partway through that this offer is actually coming from Lex Luthor and Bruce Wayne, who have already formed a conglomerate that is equal to 90% of the U.S.'s GDP, which is pretty ridiculous. And they're saying, hey, if you want to make this world a better place, stop thinking small. Seattle's doing better because of you, but you're not doing nearly enough. Now, in the New 52, the cool thing is Bruce Wayne knows that Oliver Queen is Green Arrow, but Lex Luthor does not, and Lex Luthor has recently joined the Justice League, so there's this weird interplay of, like, how come you guys don't do more to save the world? And Lex is like, well, I'm on the Justice League now, I'm a superhero, so I do plenty. And Bruce is like, I sleep with supermodels? And then Oliver's like, well, I sleep with hotter supermodels. Because they're kind of being douchey and they don't have anything else to do.
That's great. That was great. What a great outro. Hey!
They were kind of being douchey and they don't have anything else to do.
All right.
It's a great book. Green Arrow 35.
Boom.
Someone said Purple Finger Guy is doing something right, or I don't know.
I like.
Space Poppy saw your video and found it exciting. Of you riding the
Finger
bull.
guy says doing
awesome.
something right.
I enjoyed E-Man Caves who said your mom failed this city. She
Hi,
did.
the
though.
12 Bench. Welcome back to the comic book show. Do you want to go? Oh, you want me to go? Okay. Here we go. New theme. Count to 30.
Got it.
Hit the thing. I have notes, man.
Oh, wait. Bring in the chat, though. The 12 Bench says he finally talked to the cute girl at the rock gym and he couldn't leave.
All right.
So that's his
Ooh.
excuse for not being here. Good for
Well
you,
done.
man.
Nice 12
That's awesome.
Bench.
Well done.
You need to just make a t-shirt of that, of you and the hot girl at the rock gym, and it needs to say score up here. And then the 12 Bench does it again down here, and there will be no controversy whatsoever. All right. Man, so many good choices. Jeez, what do you think? What do you think?
I enjoyed this book.
Okay. Do you
I-
personally pronounce him Thanos or Thanos? Because
Thanos.
I've always said Thanos.
Yeah, that's right.
All right.
Thanos.
It's like the dark side, dark seed thing.
No,
No
Dark
one says
Seed
Dark
is
Seed.
so dumb.
Lots
No
of people
one
say
says
dark
dark
seed,
seed.
and
That's
I want to
dumb.
throttle them
Yeah.
when they do.
You should.
Yes.
The comic book show endorsing throttles since
Endorsing
October 8th.
throttle.
Failed this.
All right, guys. And Marvel side round 1 is presenting Legendary Star-Lord and Thanos, whatever, number 4. This is actually a very basic book. It's pretty amazing. Star-Lord has a cool, clever little exchange here about his new budding romance with Kitty Pryde from the X-Men, which is, cheeky and fun, and he's shirtless here, so that's pretty cool. But it launches very quickly into the fact that he decides he needs to take on Thanos in a fight, and he's just going to go for it. So he meets him on this planet, and there's just lots of smashery happening here. And he accuses him of doing Thanos-y things, which is why he's attacking him. There are plenty of insults galore, Star-Lord style things like him calling him Grimace and other purple face insults. It's a smash-up, bang-up thing. It's super cool. Lots of epic fighting. He shoves something purple into him, and
Okay.
it causes an explosion of some sort. So it's just all really good eye candy and lots of wit, as you can expect, out of Star-Lord. But the whole thing really wraps up in a touching little thing where Kitty Pryde is talking to one of her girlfriends, and they're talking about whether or not she sexts with Star-Lord, and then you see that he's written this cute little message with flowers
15 seconds.
outside where he announces that he's a dumbass, which, is very endearing. Anywho, this is a really cool book. You should pick it up. It's got really good action in it, and his shirt is off, so. Do I have more time? Not anymore.
You didn't start it, did you?
I
Okay.
did.
All right, good. I'm surprised. Good job.
It sounds like the Cantina Band remix
Yeah.
of it.
Why don't you get the 8-bit one?
Yeah, you didn't get the 8-bit
8-bit
one.
one's so
You
much
want me to
cooler.
get the 8-bit one?
No, it's fine.
This is a
It's
video
fine.
game lounge
It's fine.
and comic books.
Yeah, but it
It's fine.
doesn't fit with all the other themes.
You
So
don't
we
fit.
have.
Well, all right, guys, that closes out round 1. DC presented Green Arrow number 35. Marvel presented,
Legendary Star-Lord, number 4.
With purple insults.
and voting is open
Grimace.
now. So type in !vote space DC or !vote space Marvel to get your vote counted. This is entirely up to you guys, so whoever you decide is the victor has a chance to move ahead one round in this week's Infinity Gauntlet. Move ahead in this week's X-Mansion / Danger Room.
I got Short But Evil's vote.
Oh,
She's running to go get the thing because of the shirt offness of Star-Lord.
You
Is
girls.
There was shirt offness of Green Arrow. I showed
there?
the photo.
Can
yeah.
I see? Can we compare?
I showed it.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, dang.
This was part of my argument. I'm not. Oh, come on.
Oh.
Arrow
Alright,
wins
was
that
it-
by far.
Was
They look
it,
very
was
similar,
it part of your
actually.
argument?
It was. I held
All
it
right,
up
so
and
we're not
showed it.
presenting new information.
Are you
We'll
timing
just-
this?
Oh, yeah, here we go. 1 minute. We're just going to do side by side. You guys can chime in.
And guys, this is round 1, so you have not missed anything. You guys are deciding the fate of the night right now.
Hotter than hell.
Chugga-dung-dung.
James Howlett, what's your vote?
Oh, there's a new one. Skaven Mouse, welcome. Thank you for joining us. And James Howlett votes beer.
Can one of you guys sing Wicked Games, please?
I don't know that
These wicked games.
No, that's not right. There it is, hold on.
What? That's not the song.
There it is.
Where's the Showtime mic?
Right there. Oh, they can get in my mic.
You remember, exclamation point, vote, space, DC.
Yeah, that's
10
that
seconds.
happens.
Get your votes in now. Vote. Space.
Exclamation point,
Marvel.
vote,
Marvel,
space,
Marvel,
and
Marvel,
DC.
Marvel.
Face Poppies wants to know why Arrow doesn't have
Oh, not
armpit
so
hair.
good. It's actually exclamation mark vote space DC.
Too late.
Count
Just
voting is
writing
closed.
DC does not count as a vote.
I think it's a tie.
I believe
Is it a tie?
is.
What? It's an exact tie. Holy crap.
Yep, it is another tie.
Wow, okay. That means we're going
Well,
extra
fuck.
rounds tonight. So you guys
Means
go
we're
first. Round 2, guys. What do you got for us
Yes, Claire,
here on
this
the
is my
comic
dog.
book show?
This is Tobias.
Yes.
He's a
Seems
comic
It
book
seems like
expert.
the right thing to do for
That's a good
this.
call. It's a good call. You guys are in for a treat. Matt will not fail this city. He's gonna win this city.
Back to this awkward, like, half. Can't. Yeah.
All right.
Good.
Let me know when.
Good. All set.
All right.
Good.
Good. It's good. You're good.
I believe I'm ready.
And go.
Well, hey guys, welcome to round 2. DC is presenting Grayson number 3. I don't need to tell you guys how great this book is. We've already proven it for the past 3 issues of Grayson. Believe it or not, this is the 4th because there was the one Future's End issue and then the first 2. The book is amazing where Dick Grayson has given up his identity as Nightwing and become a super spy. Now, I'm going to take a unique approach to this because what I'm really going to do is just read to you part of the panel. I'm going to pull a Ben Dunn and try and enact some of this where Dick Grayson is training with somebody, and it starts off where she says, "You just need some finger discipline. Stop thinking about the gun. Start thinking about the target. Focus on the back sights, then put your front sight between them. Go slow. Line it up. Glide it in. Now you're ready, but remember, don't anticipate the explosion. Cause the explosion. Can you do that, Wing Knight? Can you do that for me?" And he says, "That's not my name. My name is Dick." And that's the panel that follows it up. Now, granted, I'm playing a cheap card, but it's pretty amazing that it even starts off with this. The story itself is actually great. It's got some of the Spiral intrigue. People are starting to find out that Dick Grayson has been reporting on Spiral from the inside. So it's going to be a cool spy espionage story. You got to love it. There's a lot of sniping. There's a lot of cool action. I'm going to show you some of the panels. But guys, really, Grayson is one of the most promising series in a while, and this book is cheeky and fun and awesome and filled with
sex.
action. So by all means, please pick up Grayson number 3 and be sure to vote Grayson for round 2 of the comic book
Let
show.
me see that. 1 second. Hold
Sex
on.
happens.
Come on, I'm not witty enough to come
Well,
up with all that on the
no,
fly.
wait, hold on. You taped a page from 50 Shades of Grey in here. That doesn't count.
Ah.
You
That's
jerk.
a that's a
Doesn't
book,
count.
Jennifer. There's no pictures that go with 50 Shades of Grey. I don't know what you were reading.
You know what?
I think
Finger discipline. That's pretty cheap. Was that really all in there?
I wouldn't be smart enough to make all that up on the
God.
fly.
That's a real
That was
thing.
rather. Do we have any dirty comics that we can counter with?
We
Come
don't
on,
have
that's,
any
that's pretty
comics
good, right?
that I wanted to talk about.
Really? Do you have a? Can you Photoshop like
I can draw
a naked
something.
Star Lord right
50
now?
Shades of Grayson.
Oh!
That was good.
The
That was
12
good.
bench.
What?
You already
I
got
missed
King Wall 44 is
50
like,
Shades
vote
of
DC
Grayson.
right now.
it.
Right now. If Dick keeps this up, he'll have a Grayson after all. All right. What does that mean? He will, though. He'll have a Grayson. That's so good.
Scarlet Speedster wants Nightwing back, not this guy.
What about Wing
Apparently.
Knight? Wing Knight's great. Love Wing Knight.
It's not my name.
I
though.
can go
My
if
name
you
is
want to go.
Dick.
If
His
you
name's
don't want to
Dick.
go.
Yeah, because
He's not incorrect.
we don't have any books.
Oh yeah, hold on.
He goes by Richard when he's not a superhero.
I'm gonna present this one again, but this time I'm gonna read the saucy dialogue he has with Kitty Pryde.
Can't present the same evidence twice.
I know, I'm
you
kidding.
can-
There is no saucy dialogue. I was just gonna make
Oh.
shit up. Like,
Oh,
Hear that? Marvel making shit up.
do you want to have the sex?
Yeah, that happened.
She says, yes, I would like to have the sex. And then here he is taking his pants off. Oh my, it's bigger than she expected.
Oh,
Oh my god.
getting into some weird fanfic right now.
God damn it.
Working.
Okay, I can go again.
Yeah. Oh, that's what she
Oh
said.
God, I don't. Well, shit. That's finger. I can't beat
Finger.
the.
Can you beat finger
I
discipline?
can't beat the finger banging reference.
Finger bang.
Let's just lay it out on the table here.
See, it's awesome when you got Dick on your side. That's a double entendre. It's really good.
All right, I'm gonna try my best against that because that was pretty explosive. Let's see.
Oh yeah, we'll do
Here you go.
No,
that.
you
Was pretty
gotta
explosive.
don't anticipate the explosion. Cause the explosion. It's a great
Be
book.
the
Grayson
explosion.
number 3.
I'm so.
Whenever you're ready.
A lot of
I'm
sex.
very distracted by
You should
the
be.
excerpt that
So
you
was
just
the
read.
lady
I don't
training
know
him
what
for
to.
things that was not.
Who was he
superhero
training?
related.
I didn't even. That detail did not.
Who was the chick?
I didn't.
She-
I
hey,
actually
she-
didn't say that during my argument. So.
She
Who was
she
it?
knew his name.
I can't
No,
add
it's
more.
okay. I'll let it go. Who
She'll
was
amend
it?
it.
I
It's
won't let it
Agent
go.
Oh,
Agent
Oh,
okay.
new evidence.
Shut up, Lucas.
I don't know who that is.
She's our boss. She makes the rules.
All right. Okay. Dude, I'm trying to find a sexy way to spin this, but I can't. It's okay.
You know what?
All right, go ahead. You gonna do it?
No. Here, I'll just show some dick.
All right. Yeah. Here, you present your evidence.
Oh my god. Hey, also on Stan Lee's YouTube channel, World of Heroes.
Okay,
every
guys.
Monday.
Rein it in. Come on, round 2. Marvel's gonna present.
I can't believe he
Dog
did that.
genitalia just happened.
I was okay with him like possibly standing in front of the camera the whole time, but I was not prepared for him showing his dog. Okay. Marvel is presenting the Winter Soldier #1. So no.
Sexy.
What? It is sexy. Look at this. He's wearing a mask and he's holding a gun. He's got finger discipline. This, honestly, this is a really, really cool kickoff to this series. We start out with Bucky Barnes being imprisoned on a planet where he's being sentenced to execution by having his consciousness transposed into a smaller being that would have no thoughts of violence because they've detected that he has come to this planet to deal out violence. And sure enough, he proves them right by killing this dictator who rules this planet and thereby bringing democracy to this planet, which is really cool because that's also how Captain EO ended. Anyway, that's your quick introduction to Bucky Barnes, the new intergalactic assassin. He very quickly recruits a sidekick in Quick, and just to give you plenty of eye candy to start the series off right, there's this massive battle all throughout the middle of this where they're having an underwater fight to uncover an intergalactic drug smuggling ring, which I think is pretty rad. But the raddest part about this whole exchange is that it's revealed at the end that Loki is the middleman in this entire thing. So, yep, Loki in this book is introduced as a mean old drug pusher.
What?
I know. It's pretty cool. It's definitely a series that's worthy of a Bucky Barnes standalone series, and I think you will like it. And there's tons of finger banging in this one too. So, also, yeah. That's the one with that
Democracy.
one.
That's sexy.
Democracy. Yep.
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 Yep. Okay.
All right. So that concludes round 2. You can vote for Dick Grayson in 50 Shades of Grayson, or Bucky Barnes, the Winter Soldier #1, paired with Tobias's Nether Region.
Where democracy is sexy.
And voting is now open.
Boom.
So guys, this is
That
the
was
segment
my-
where you guys get to tell us who you think should win this round and this week by typing either !vote space Marvel or !vote space DC. Voting is entirely up to you guys, and whoever you decide wins this round and wins one more point towards potentially winning the week.
I can't believe he showed his dog's wiener on the comic book show.
That was also a thing that happened.
Yep. Welcome, kids.
But the timer is up for 1 minute to get your votes in, so guys,
And you
vote
got
quickly.
Yeah,
30 seconds.
now.
Hi, Dustin, damn it.
Come on, guys. Vote for whatever that was.
And in the meantime,
Vice is gonna be offended.
also very quickly, we have to
Sorry,
bring up a
let's get
word
together.
from our sponsors, Dreamworld Comics, located down in Culver City. If you guys are ever in the Los Angeles area, please be sure to swing by Dreamworld Comics. It's one of the best comic book shops that I have ever been to, and definitely the best comic book shop in Los Angeles. They have just about everything. Whatever they don't have, our good friend Oscar would be happy to help you find and pick up and bring to the store for you. So if you're in Los Angeles, please be sure to swing by and check out Dreamworld Comics and follow them and like them and do all the rest on Facebook. But in the meantime,
DC
voting is now
won.
closed for round 2.
Your
Darn it.
dog's penis
And
has
it
failed
looks
this city.
Yep.
I hope that gets in the edit.
It probably won't. I hope.
I know, no, none of this will. This will be like a 3-second episode on YouTube for Stanley's channel.
All right, so DC is now taking 2 rounds.
Nope, just one.
Let's make it
Did we
two.
take? Oh, hold
No,
on.
let's make it 2.
No, that's right. The first round was a tie, so this is gonna
First
be
round was a
a.
tie.
mean-
Yeah.
Let's plow right ahead, guys.
All right.
But you're not gonna be able to top that. That was pretty. That was some pretty good writing there. We need to take a break here in a second.
We're up, right?
We are indeed.
Okay. We'll just do
All right, ready?
You sure?
yes.
Okay.
Hey,
Well,
Neo!
Yeah. He's in there. They
Neo!
moved stuff now.
Neo,
Come do stuff!
are you ready, sir?
Neo, don't fail the city.
All right,
Okay. Go ahead.
go.
Oh, wait, no.
Wait, how long is it?
Oh, it's like a minute.
Is it a minute? Do we have time to talk or no?
Yes.
Okay, well then.
And,
Okay, and-
go.
Okay, Neo, start it, and then we'll talk after. Go. Oh, he was on it. This is actually pretty awesome. Oh, no, what's happening?
Oh, come on!
What just happened?
What happened?
I don't know. Oh, okay. Oh, maybe the flash was just too fast for the frames.
Just be sure to remember to.
Remember the time, because everybody in the channel is so excited because you guys want it. Yeah. Toes.
Make sure they know because of that.
You got it. Dope. So we got The Flash that just premiered, and it has a little sneak peek of what's coming up. You got Captain Cold, Heatwave, Multiplex, and Felicity from Arrow making out with Barry. Oh, that's some crazy stuff. That's some crazy stuff. So because you guys wanted it, The Flash is happening. I'm stoked. Matt's stoked. Are you stoked, Matt?
I am stoked. High
The
3.
Flash. Boom. High 3. Yeah. Well, let it linger. Yeah. Friendship. Flash.
So DC for round 3 presents The Flash,
Yeah.
which premiered this week.
Yeah, what's coming up?
Marvel's got something even better than that.
No, I don't.
Yes, we do.
Nope.
Lucas. It would be fun if he just held his dog up to the camera for like 90 seconds.
Like in slow motion. Fred appeared in your face.
All right. Let me know when.
Alrighty. So, guys, I would love to talk to you about Death of Wolverine #3 and Edge of Spider-Verse #4, but we don't have those books, so I am forced to talk to you about Thor #1. So, what happens in Thor #1? Thor, the Thor that you are familiar with, is very devastated. He's unable to pick up his hammer anymore because of the stuff that's happened in Original Sin. It's really taking a toll on him, but no one can pick up the hammer, or at least no one who's trying. So there's still mystery, because towards the end, you know, at the very, very, very end, a woman picks up the hammer and becomes the new Thor. But we still don't know who this is. But there is this part in the book where Thor's mother just takes a glance at the hammer for a second, and it makes you think, could she be the new Thor? Other things happen in this book. Stuff is happening on Earth. Thor takes a break from trying to pick up the hammer to go to Earth. He has an axe. He's fighting frost giants under sea. Malekith is there. And what happens, frost giants are able to take a hold of Thor because he's not as powerful as he used to be. And what? 15? And Malekith, so the frost giants have Thor spread out. He's got his arms, and then they just cut off his arm. They cut off his arm. They freaking cut off his arm.
That guy got sexy at the end there, but then you ended it with cut off the arm and then went a different way.
Good puppy. Tobias went on a little adventure. I found him. He's a wiser man now.
All right, so that is round
Where'd you go?
3, right?
Round
It is
six.
indeed.
Now open is now voting. Voting is now open for The Flash versus Thor, a number 1.
The girl won.
You can vote exclamation point, vote space DC, or exclamation vote space Marvel.
All right, let's
Looks
see.
like a lot of viewers watch The Flash.
Yeah, some major
Damn.
love for DC.
I don't think I've
right
ever
now.
seen that before. I was really like, oh shit.
You know, we haven't seen it yet. Matt and I have not seen
Haven't
it,
had time.
but we've been hearing that it's amazing.
It's okay.
Really?
Yeah, it was
Debuted to 4.2
I mean, it's really
million
amazing.
viewers.
How much time?
4.5, I thought.
Oh, was it?
You got
33.
34.
It's an incredible
So not
program.
only
with
about
amazing
half
writing.
of how many
Like,
has
wow.
watched Gotham, but
Huh.
Like, there's amazing, and then there's The Flash up here, Jen. Like, wow.
Really?
so the
Like,
the
Breaking Bad has got nothing on this show.
Really?
Yeah.
The Scarlet Speedster had pointed out that it seems like some of us aren't as enthusiastic about it. So as Jennifer answered, the reason why we're not enthusiastic about it is because we haven't seen it yet. But thankfully, that's why we have teams, and Wes was on it.
I was on it like a person who watched
4
the show.
seconds.
Sputter man. With great potato comes great responsibility.
All right, guys. Voting is now closed on round 3.
Well done. Good
Let's
job. Hey,
see.
good job,
It was
Well,
a
that was
close one,
perfect
guys. It was a close one.
Quick.
But it looks like DC
Well
took
done.
it by a hair.
Just by a few.
Just by a smidge.
Just a few
Little
votes
smidges,
there.
smidges.
Which means you guys go first. You better bring it. I don't know why I said that. Whatever. You better bring it. No. That's not eliciting any response from you. I'm trying to get all... Never mind. Fine.
She's trying to get.
DC in the house!
All right.
That's what you wanted, right?
No, that's
No,
not
she
what
wanted
I wanted.
you. In
I know.
It's already
She
been
wanted
brought in.
outfit.
She wanted me to say it's
that
already
what
been
you-
brought in, but I didn't. So, do
Oh,
you want to do this round or?
what's already been rotten?
Let's see. You like this a lot?
Yeah, I did.
Because I didn't like any of these. I mean, they're all incredible.
All right, but look at this one though, where Superman is making Batman smile. that is the worst. That's
We'll talk more about the selfie variant covers during the watchtower.
All right, ready?
I like
You
this
wanna
one.
go with this?
Yes.
I'll go with this.
And
I'm getting there.
go.
All right, Red Smasher, because you wanted it, bring up Batman Detective Comics 35 and end it. Surely enough, here is Detective Comics 35. It's Terminal Part 1. It's really, really cool. I love these stories, and this is going to be a great Batman mystery. This is the setup for the whole thing. Bruce Wayne is on his private jet waiting to leave Wayne Airport because Alfred Pennyworth has said, "You need to go on vacation, sir." So he's like, all right, fine, I guess. But of course, because he's Batman, he's able to find trouble everywhere. Now, in a potential terrorist act of craziness, a plane actually ends up smashing into the terminal, which is amazing. I mean, the art in this is just phenomenal as the plane is smashing through everybody and everything, and it's
Really pretty art for such an awful disaster.
I know, right? It's actually there are over 5 pages of just silence showing the devastation, which is incredible. Batman saves somebody, and you barely even see it amidst all of the chaos that's going on. Really cool thing and really tragic thing. Batman pops the hatch from the outside to get into the plane, and on the inside, everyone is dead. And they've all aged tremendously. They're all very, very old. And you have to wonder, okay, they were on an 8-hour flight. It's Port Authority working together with Batman,
10
where
seconds.
Batman says you have 8 hours. And the Port Authority says why, and he says because we could all be dead in 8 hours. It's going to be a great story. I'm really excited to check it out. By all means, Batman Detective Comics number 35. Pick it up and vote DC in round 4.
Batman don't fail no city. Yeah.
We'll take a quick break here because someone wanted to bring this up. Don't consider this as part of the argument, but Cthulhu wants to know thoughts about the new Batgirl suit.
It's adorbs.
don't
We
like
will
it.
be talking about it next week, because next week is when the comic book show
Sure,
will
but
be.
we could talk about it now because he asked. Just your thoughts in general.
hate it.
I think it needed to happen. I'm not a huge fan of it, but honestly, the Batgirl series had gotten very dark, and a lot of the Batman series started to resemble one another too much. So making her a teenager or younger and a little bit more fun I think could be a good direction for the
Yeah,
book.
I'm good with it. I think it makes
The
sense that like
costume,
well, no, I
Well,
think it
but
makes
it's
sense
part
that
of it.
it's a teenage girl who takes fashion, so she could be a crime fighter and a fashionista at the same time.
Okay. It's a little butch. But I like that. So, well, here's the thing. Okay. All right.
Tell us how you really
So
feel,
when they
Jennifer.
well, that's not a bad thing. When the Catwoman suit was rebooted, right, from the Ballantera suit, it was made all utilitarian,
Right.
a little baggier, flat bottom boots instead of like heels or whatever would be impractical to fight crime in. And I think people were kind of up in arms about that, especially in the art done by Brubaker.
Darwin
No.
Cook.
Darwin Cook, sorry, my bad. Brubaker wrote it. So yeah, Darwin Cook. But then it ended up getting sexed up later. It's got all tight and snug. So probably the same thing's gonna happen with the Batgirl suit. They're just making a little splash now. Matt's quiet and zoning out.
No, I was reading the comments. It seems like there's a lot of different people who are coming in on both sides of the argument. Some people like it, and some people say it's not so great.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
So-
Hi, my name is Mish. I'm Batgirl.
Says Claire, aka Short But Evil.
Yep.
All right.
Lols.
All right,
Lucas.
so
Go, Lucas.
All right.
And
Tobias is off to Rome again.
so cute. Tobias, don't
Here.
run away.
Tobias can stay
Don't
with
run
me
away,
as I talk about
Tobias.
this.
Stay put.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'm not going to show his ding dong again.
That happened.
And let me know when.
All right, so guys, I am going to talk about Wolverine number 3, or Death of Wolverine number 3, even though I don't have the book. I'm really enjoying the series. I think it's bringing up a lot of Wolverine nostalgia. Like a bunch of his classic arch nemesis show up, and the story is flowing really well. In issue 3, it's revealed who is behind the hit, and let's see if I have time to reveal who it is. But during the beginning of the issue, Deathstrike is about to take out Wolverine, and he's not doing so well. He doesn't have his healing anymore. But Kitty Pryde has her hand phased through her body, saying, "Do you know who I am? You know what I can do?" She's like, "I know exactly who you are. You're freaking Kitty Pryde. You're not gonna do nothing." And then so Deathstrike starts to attack, but what happens is, like, this is Deathstrike's hand, this is Kitty Pryde's hand, and it's phased through. But then she makes herself solid, and it makes her hand explode. Deathstrike's hand. So that happens. Logan passes out. He's about ready to die. But Kitty gives him the Regen serum, which helps him heal. It doesn't heal him all the way, but it helps him, be conscious. Anyway, they start to talk. One thing leads to another, and Kitty Pryde kisses Logan on the mouth, saying, "I love you, Logan. I always have. I'm not good in." Then Wolverine starts to push her away, saying, "Am I not good enough for you? Not pretty enough? Not as good as Jean or Rose or Mariko or the others? All those women, Logan. All those dead women." It's Logan.
5 seconds.
Logan's smart. He knows it's not Kitty Pryde. It's Ogon. But the guy who's behind it is Cornelius, behind the hit.
I was trying to get you to cover. This is the Canadian variant. You
But
have a background.
it's very blurred.
Cool.
It's all blown out, Matt, the way you were showing it. So can you tilt it?
I was tilting it, but
Let's see, tilt it down in an earlier round. That's pretty good. Yeah, that's good.
That's what she said.
All right, that was what the image was on the Fun the 12 match. So Marvel presents Death of Wolverine number 3 here at round 4.
And DC presents Detective Comics on number 35.
Voting is now open.
Boom.
Thank you, Guru. Always manning the battle stations
Yes.
with the polls. I love you guys. You always make my Wednesday epic. That's the truth, my peeps. Thank you, DJ Nimbus. Your patronage is very, very much appreciated.
Absolutely.
Decidama is now hooked thanks to After These Messages.
It's the little things.
Don't ever let it be said that After These Messages didn't do anything for your career.
Yep.
Because it brought us Decidama.
It did something. It did something.
Looks like Marvel's coming out with it's perfectly
You
tied
spoke
right
too
now.
soon.
Perfectly tied. A vote for Marvel is a vote for cute dogs.
A vote for DC is a vote for Lucas not showing his dog's private parts on the internet. Failing.
vote. I
this
just
city.
got here. I don't know. What's up, Astro?
Come
Welcome,
on,
welcome.
Remember,
come on.
We
10
have a couple
seconds, guys.
invalid votes. Make sure you vote exclamation point
the
vote space
comeback
DC.
indeed. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What do we have?
And we're on the board.
Oh, Marvel has tied it up. Wait, have we tied it up?
Yeah.
So the next person takes it?
No.
No,
We got
Marvel
two.
has
We got
one.
one.
They two.
We have two.
We have one.
We
All
tied
right.
one.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Shall I with this one?
do
Or
it.
do you
Save
have
the
something
city.
else?
Go ahead.
Okay. Here you go. Okay. We gotta switch it. Nope, that's right. All right, guys.
I'll do this one next.
And go! For this round, we are presenting Black Widow number 11. Black Widow and X-23 are teaming up to go to Vegas. I win. No.
Walk away.
All right. So basically, what is happening is that they're going to try to rescue this kidnapped victim, and so they are dressed. This is their fancy Vegas outfit. I think Black Widow could have sexed it up a little bit, but it's okay. I won't judge your fashion sense. Anywho, here's the snicked moment when they realize what they have to do, which is to fight their way down a hallway towards a guy who has their target captured and beaten up. It's your very basic intrigue story. They show up. This is X-23 in the elevator ride. I really love this sequence. She takes her heels off and her earrings, so you know that shit is on. And then she exits the elevator and immediately gets riddled with bullets. But of course, if you know anything about X-23, you know that that's no problem for her, as Black Widow repels down the side of the building and crashes through a window. So this is them teaming up, and it's them at their finest. They're doing what they do best. Here is X-23 with her healing factor, bitches, as she gets up, and proceeds to wreak havoc on all these guys in this hallway. Here's the one where they get back together and they ride a slab of concrete out of an exploding building. Yep, that happened. There's a fight on a helicopter. That's pretty rad. And in the end, they have a heart-to-heart on a plane as they head off to their next target. Anyway, it's a basic story of intrigue. It's really cool. I really like the spy element of this particular series. And so, yeah.
All right.
What you want to go with?
Good job.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yep.
All right. Round 4. DC is putting up for your consideration.
Wait, this is
Round
round
five.
Round 5. Putting up.
Round
Oh,
forever.
really? You're going to go with that one? Okay. And go.
So DC is presenting selfie variant Batman Superman number 14. Look, Clark's making Bruce all smiley face. Bruce is like, "Don't be touching me, Clark." And Clark's like, "I don't care because I'm Superman." That happened, right? It's crazy.
Presented by Bill Cosby.
Jello pudding. He sounds like that. So this is the storyline where Bruce and Clark still don't have their memories. They're being fucked with by Satanus. It's also spelt like Sat-anus, just so you know. And why this is awesome is because Bruce is kind of a dick. I know Bruce is kind of a dick all the time, but Bruce is like a funny dick. So funny so
All dicks are funny. Continue.
that that Batman gives a big old bat thumbs up right there, which is like historical. And he smiles, does a little smirky thing. It just makes me happy. Saves Lois Lane. You have Lois Lane in this one. You've got Toy Master. And Superman has this weird but really cool outfit. And he goes all Judge Dredd saying, "I am the law." Now. Which that was my Sylvester Stallone. But fun book. Selfie just is a thing. It didn't happen in the book. But the rest of the book is good. Good art, as usual.
10
You got Pack, Knaves, Deering, Chung. Who doesn't love some Chung? I know I do. I know I'm sure you love some Chung. How you guys doing? All right, we're done. I'm proud of that one. That was good.
How
All
are
right,
you guys
guys.
doing? All right, we're done.
That's round 5. We are putting up for your consideration Black Widow number 11 and Batman Superman selfie variant.
Number 14. Look at his face.
Voting is open as soon as Guru deems it to be so, as he has just now. And our fates are now squarely in your sweaty palms.
I think they're fine. They're not sweaty. They're manly. Jennifer.
I don't know why I phrased it that way.
That's weird.
Oh, puppy is all sedated and cute. Aw. So we haven't had a tie in a while, guys. This is gonna go.
Round 1 was a tie.
Possibly gonna go.
We
As in,
failed this city.
see.
We failed this city on Friday.
Vote Marvel.
Hey, there's Adam.
Where?
Shady
Hey,
Rady.
Shady Rady.
Shady
Adam?
Rady! Rady's
Adam
back in his
Rady.
house. We got 20 seconds. Get your votes in! Exclamation point! Vote Space of DC! How you doing, Rady? You good? You alright?
You got 13 seconds to vote Marvel.
Exclamation point! Vote Space DC is what you're doing! I don't like
we're
what's
closing the gap.
happening.
3 seconds to make it happen for us, and we
Running out of books.
have taken it. We have tied it up. We did it, snicked.
Yeah, no, we don't do that.
Oh, that's right. That's
their
their thing.
Not
Yeah,
to,
good
not
job
to
being
debate the
copiers.
validity of the poll, but it only looked like there were like 3 votes that came in, and that made it jump over 14%.
Damn.
There were 19 votes.
So 3 votes would be a pretty
Would do
substantial
it.
chunk.
Yep.
All right, guys. Well, please be sure to tell your friends about the comic book show. 'Cause
Please,
if
we
you
need
feel
more
like-
voters!
If you feel like DC should be winning, get your DC friends on board. And if you feel like Marvel should have won by a larger margin, then be sure to tell your friends to come and check out the show and vote Marvel.
He looks like Josh Brolin.
So now it's tied up, headed into the 6th
Yeah,
round,
he does.
where Marvel is going to have to present first. Marvel will put their metal to the test, and then DC will counter, and this could potentially be the last win for the night.
Unless it's a tie, and then we
Unless
have to
it's
keep
tie,
going.
and then
Just let's
Don't
win.
give them ideas.
Don't give them ideas. All right. What do you got for us, Mr. Ackerman?
I
Head.
have another notebook for you guys.
Aw.
Okay.
And in the meantime, we don't know why Short But Evil was timed out. Probably because she was posting links to words like dick and penis. I don't know. It
No,
just
you should
popped
keep
up.
going with that one.
Oh, did-
and
Declare leave? Is that what?
no, it said she was timed out. So
Aw. Can we untime her out?
I don't know how.
Timer in.
All right. Let me know when.
All right, I'm ready. So, guys, this is Edge of Spider-Verse number 4. Let me go back to my notes. So what is happening in this book? It's this guy is like collecting all these other Spider-Mans from other universes.
Awesome.
But this one is very different. This is very retro, something out of Tales of the Crypt, something like if Spider-Man was a horror story, this is what it would be about. And it's not Peter Parker. His name is Patton Parnell. He's raised by his drunk Uncle Ted, and he tortures insects and spies on his neighbor, Sarah Jane. On a field trip, he gets roped into by Sarah Jane into Allcorp's, into the animal testing facility where he gets bit by a genetically engineered female spider. Instead of getting spider powers, Patton is transformed into a spider monster. He eats anything and anyone, including his drunken uncle. Since he was bit by a female spider, Patton needs to pass on those eggs that he gets, and he chooses Sarah Jane to be the lucky lady. When it looks like there's no hope for Sarah Jane, Morlon, the lesser of two evils in this story, appears and rips Patton apart, literally. He starts ripping off his arms and everything. Sarah Jane gets away, but the next day the egg starts to hatch. And
Nasty.
that's what I got for round 6 of the comic book show's Danger Room on October 8th. Edge of Spider-Verse number 4. It's a really good book. Love it. What you sniffing, Tobias?
I don't know what that story was about at all.
Maybe you should listen.
I tried.
Wait, so he knocks her up with like a whole bunch of spider eggs?
Yep.
That shit nasty.
That's real sexy, Marvel.
What do you guys got? That's some.
We
very
don't rape
creative.
people with spider eggs. So
Oh.
that's just one thing.
We don't do that.
Sounds horrible. That's
That was
nasty.
that was too much for
Say
Jen.
hi to Uncle Adam.
We hit our limit.
Hi, Uncle Adam.
Oh,
Hello, Uncle Adam.
Matt,
Yes.
let me know when.
No, I don't believe so either, Shady Rady. Oh, the truth comes out.
You totally make that up. We did not talk about comics before we left.
Brady, the show is not the same without you screaming from the other room.
Yeah, can you just come here and hang out?
No,
Yeah.
it's okay,
During the
guys. Have you
show?
heard how loud he is? If you scream from there, Brady, we will hear you over
There you
here.
go.
He should get on Skype.
Yeah, what the F?
Adam, get on
Yes, you
Skype and
can.
start yelling at us.
Absolutely.
Just not during the next round.
Ready?
during voting.
Ready?
I am ready.
Go.
For round 6, DC presents Green Lantern, New Gods, Godhead #1. Now, if you guys are fans of Marvel and this thing that's called the Infinity Gauntlet, DC is doing that now, actually, where they have taken all of the different spectrums of the rings, and there's only been one time when they've all been conjoined, which was the first time that Kyle Rayner became the only White Lantern. Now, the New Gods, and by the way, this book has phenomenal art. There's actually a 4-page fold-out depicting the Source Wall, and it tells you in the first 3 pages the entire history of Apocalypse and the New Gods in the New 52 universe. So it's a great book to be able to check out. But the really cool thing about this is that the New Gods go around and actually steal one of each ring, which it actually leaves Larfleeze with no ring. He's the only Orange Lantern. But they can't find Kyle, so they're trying to replicate the White Lantern by breaching the Source Wall themselves, because they think that that's where the life equation can be found, which is the ultimate weapon of triumph to be able to defeat Darkseid. In the meantime, there's a weird underlying story that says, Earth is the only realm that has ever successfully repelled Darkseid. Maybe there's something to the reason why Darkseid is focused on Earth. Maybe we should go check it out. So they
15
actually
seconds.
managed to steal one of each ring, and they find out, unfortunately, that it's really not doing what they thought it would, because they might have inadvertently found the anti-life equation, which is going to lead to really bad things upcoming. But it's a great story, incredible art, and Kyle Rayner is back in rare form in Godhead #1.
Godhead. You've just got Godhead. That's awesome.
All right, guys, that is round 5.
Round 6.
Round 6, I can count. That is round 6. We are presenting Spider-Verse. What is it, Lucas?
Edge of Spider-Verse #4.
Edge of Spider-Verse #4
Yeah.
versus
Godhead #1.
Godhead #1.
voting is now open. He is holding it up, but that's the variant cover where
Yeah.
only the pure of heart can see it.
Yep.
So if you can't see it, you have a problem.
Yep.
Yeah.
So guys, get your votes in now. It's either !vote space DC or !vote space Marvel.
I love anything Darkseid's in.
Vote
He's so
Marvel.
I
awesome. So good.
no. We'll talk about it later.
It's not worth it. Lucas is like,
Well, Lucas is rightful. He's got that comic book rage going on because we didn't have the books that we were supposed to get from our sponsor this week.
I agree, Dessa. Marvel was just gross this week.
It was not
Their
gross. There's
Spider-Man
nothing gross.
egg
Look, it is
sex.
the miracle of life. How do you think spiders are born?
Yeah,
Jesus.
it's like that. That's why. That's how.
Nature. It's a beautiful thing.
15
Get
seconds.
over it.
Get your votes in. Exclamation point, vote space.
No, vote Marvel. Wait, it's looking pretty close, guys.
No, it's very close.
Marvel. Get Marvel in there.
Go DC.
No, get Marvel in there. 2, 1, and...
That's it.
Yeah!
What do we have? What do we have? Oh!
Oh!
Wait. Yeah.
Boom, baby!
By a freaking hair.
Holy shiznat.
God damn it. All right, guys, we'll take your victory. Enjoy it while it lasts.
Man, we are. Lucas, how you
Soon?
feeling, buddy? Feel alright?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Watch me while I do this to your board. Yeah, I'm gonna do it slow.
I'm gonna do it like this with this raspy sex voice.
All right, so what's our tally up to now? It's 9 versus 5 at this point.
Yeah.
Interesting. Wait till, so wait, it's past summer. Wait till winter when all the Marvel movies come out, right? There's a number of
No,
them
it's
coming
not
out.
till
God.
May 1st.
Damn it.
Oh, and Genfo shows up just too late to get her votes in. But
Oh,
Genfo, worry
hi,
not.
Genfo.
DC won this week's Danger Room.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
So DC took it this week for the Danger Room comic book show. Snicked.
You guys have made Lucas's dog sad. Look it.
Yep.
Why are you doing that? Why do you hate adorable dogs? All right, moving into the next segment.
I think they just hate his genitalia.
No. Aw, that's not true, Tobias.
Kind of true.
They love your genitalia.
Winter is coming.
You should be proud of that little penis. I mean, big penis. Next segment. What do we have, guys? It is the... Someone should say it so I could do the thing.
Infinity Gauntlet. Stanley's channel.
Hold on.
Hashtag
One of us tell the people
Oh,
at
yeah.
home what the Infinity Gauntlet is.
So the Infinity Gauntlet is where you, the viewers, choose matchups or versus characters from any kind of media, comic books, video games, TV, whatever, and we pit them against each other, and we pick who would win in a fight to the death.
We use our collective comic book and pop culture knowledge
Yes.
to give you the authoritative answer to your question. Earlier
So much
tonight,
authority.
the 12 bench actually asked if Poison Ivy and Swamp Thing had ever teamed up or met each other in a comic book. And if so, what was the outcome of that? So, for example, you could present that as something that we can argue about. Dessa Dammit says Lucas looks so salty
I
right
am.
now.
I'm feeling salty.
He's feeling salty.
So I will keep my mouth shut.
We will explain the situation.
I'm so salty.
Catwoman versus Cheetah is coming in. Mr. Rogers versus Bozo the Clown. Earthworm Jim.
Earthworm
Germ?
germ.
Love
Earthworm
Earthworm
Germ.
Germ.
Earthworm Jim versus
Ooh.
the Tick.
Yeah.
Joker
I like
versus
that one.
Loki.
Pop Tartsicle is a pretty good one.
Have we ever done
Joker
Joker
versus
versus Loki?
Loki?
Because that's excellent.
Whoa, that is rather
That's
excellent.
excellent. That's like.
Let's
That's
do
like
it.
really
Joker
exciting.
versus
I don't think
Loki.
I've ever gotten excited about one.
Joker versus Loki.
Like that.
Douche, douche.
Douche, douche, double douche.
Well, fair
Double
enough.
douche.
Sound
douches.
effects.
Yeah.
Got it.
Boom, boom.
So Joker versus Loki. Joker's been a popular pick because he's crazy and awesome. One might say, crazy awesome. See what I did there?
It's a Jester versus the Trickster.
Yeah. Oh, very nice. Yeah, the Jester versus the Trickster. So Joker, no discernible superpowers, though he is genius, evil, crazy, or some say super sanity. That's a theory too. But there's no method to his madness. He will just F your stuff up and laugh with a smile. And then you have the Trickster, Loki, who has a lot of superpowers.
He has a lot of superpowers, which is why this is a very interesting matchup. Loki, give us a rundown, Mr. Ackerman.
Wait. Oh, the mythical person came up. Not the actual.
Sorry.
You gotta disambiguate.
We don't need
Marvel
fake
time.
people. We need fake people. It's the other fake person.
Loki,
Yeah, the other fictional character.
brother-ish of Thor,
He is
not
bad.
the female one.
Nope.
Well, maybe.
Oh, possibly, yes.
Because speculation has been because Thor has a sister. It was revealed in Original Sin that he has
You
a
have a
sister.
sister.
So this could be the sister, but the mother was looking at the hammer like, "Oh, I'm gonna pick you up later. I'm gonna come back and pick you up.
Like a,
Just give me a second.
like a
when no
young
one's
buck
around,
in a bar.
I'm gonna come back and pick you up."
Got it.
that was the look she was giving that hammer.
And
The hammer is my
You want me to
hand.
put the hammer down?
Good night, Dessa. Thank you so much for
Good
joining
night,
us.
Dessa.
Good night, Dessa.
Yeah.
Thanks
So
for wearing your
Loki,
shirt.
so the basic stuff that you guys know from the Marvel Cinematic Universe is that he's a trickster. He bends your reality. He creates illusions,
Yeah.
which makes him very dangerous.
Yeah, you could do the astral
that
projection
reason,
thing.
Astral projection thing, which
Make
it's,
fake
it's interesting
mirroring.
thinking like how the Joker would deal with being presented with something like that. Yes.
Rady is also taking off for the night. He's saying that Time Warner is not strong enough to support the stream. But Lucas is his favorite character on the show. So, Adam, thank you for joining us. We'll see you soon.
it's good to know I'm a character.
Good
not a
night,
person.
Dessa.
Well,
Thank
let's
you.
hear your guys' opinions at home too. Who would win in this fight? The thing, as
Well,
has been stated, Joker.
my internet went away too, so
Oh no!
maybe
as,
it's a worldwide thing.
So as has been stated, Joker doesn't have any discernible superpowers. However, he has taken down some pretty super-powered beings, right?
Yeah.
If you've read the
Yeah.
Injustice comics, for example, the thing that he did to Superman to make him go completely crazy is a crazy, crazy feat of intelligence.
Right.
So if he can plot at that level for somebody like Loki, or against somebody like Loki, you know,
Yeah.
he has taken godlike figures down before with
Well,
his insanity.
he has no method. He's like that's why the greatest detective on the planet, Batman, could never beat him because there's no pattern. Because Joker, he's so unpredictable and he's so vicious. So you don't know what he's gonna do.
Well, Janice is saying that Loki would destroy the Joker.
Instantly?
I think, you know what? I think that Joker, here's what I think. I think Joker would use Loki's ego against him and drive him like he would piss him off. He would provoke him, and then he would provoke him into a trap. That's what I think the Joker would do.
See, I think you're wrong. I think if the Joker had a god, Loki would be that god.
Huh. So you think
No,
you
no.
want to
See,
team up with
I
him?
disagree there. The only god to the Joker is the Joker. He's very he loves himself and he thinks he's the biggest, baddest guy around town. He doesn't believe in deities.
Revan
But I
says.
mean,
Go ahead.
Joker, Loki is literally the god of mischief.
Yeah, but that's adorable compared to Joker, the god of insanity and vicious killings.
Well, Revan says Loki is a god and smart, not as stupid as Superman, so Loki has an edge. I don't know if Superman has ever been regarded as stupid.
I mean,
He's a little naive. He's a little wet behind the ears.
he's Haskell.
Michael Fox points out that the Joker often goes to extreme lengths just to prove a point.
Absolutely, yeah.
Well, what do
Exactly.
you? Where would you guys fall on this?
I
do you
think
guys
the Joker. I think the Joker would take Loki down specifically
Why is
because Loki, as you pointed out, Loki does have some very obvious fatal flaws, right? Like so much of his
Big ego.
vendetta against Thor and all these people. It's,
Big inferiority complex, superiority complex.
yeah, he's kind of emo.
I'm better.
Right, and the Joker would detect that right away.
Oh, yeah.
And absolutely, it's like a button that's this big. He's gonna push it.
You know, that's a really good point.
Yeah.
In a weird way, the Joker's more mature in that sense. He's way past that stuff where he's just that's not even on his mind anymore.
Yeah.
Because he knows. That's the thing too. Is Loki wants to be as good as his brother. Loki wants to be the king. Loki wants to prove himself. The Joker doesn't have to prove shit
Nah.
to anybody.
Some people just want to watch the forest burn. Thoughts, Lucas?
Short but evil is taking off as
Good
well.
night, Short but Evil.
Good night.
Popularity-wise, definitely the Joker would win. But when it comes down to it, Loki has power. He has the power of
So
illusion.
does Superman and Joker has bested him so many times. So many times.
Okay.
Countless times. And
But
Superman's
I-
way more powerful than Loki.
I think though Loki is much smarter than Superman.
Superman's not dumb, you guys.
Loki's been around the block. He's
He's a slut.
He's a man whore.
Okay.
And I think he would take what Joker has to give to him, but he would. I'm trying to make a sex joke out of it, but he would, he would take it, but he would give it just as more.
Stanley's YouTube channel, World of Heroes.
Yeah.
Well, Leon is pointing out Joker just has to call the Hulk. Plague Marine says the Joker would taunt Loki until he would snap,
Totally,
and he would
totally.
exploit that to the fullest. It's interesting because I don't think Joker is. I don't think that's something the Joker wouldn't think to do. I think he might be like, would it be fun to see the Hulk smash Loki, and then he would find some way around some, cool, tricky way to get that to happen for the shits and giggles.
No.
I don't know. So your vote is for Loki.
I
Mine is
think
for the
Joker.
Joker.
I actually thought it was pretty funny. There's a user in the chat, Cthulhu, who said, "But Joker always has the last laugh," which I think he was being incredibly clever because DC had a giant crossover called The Last Laugh, where Joker got god powers and basically became Loki. But with that
Oh,
said,
wow.
when
Okay.
the Joker doesn't have those god powers, he's not Loki. And I think it's like two comedians trying to tell a better joke. Eventually, one of them's just going to get bored. And unfortunately, I think Loki's going to be the one who's going to get bored before the Joker.
That's true.
And then Loki will be done with the Joker.
And he would just squish him.
Yeah,
you
just,
think?
oh, okay, this is dumb. Like, I'm a god, you're just a punk.
Huh.
There you go.
So my vote goes for Loki.
So it's halvesies. Split.
Though I would really love the Joker to win. I love the Joker.
Me too.
Any
was
more
a really good
matchups,
one.
guys? Yeah, it was
See,
really
I
good.
got a Joker pin on my bag. See?
Ah,
I
there you go.
represent. I represent.
Rocking that Joker flair. What? I
You're
should
so
never say that again.
gangster.
I don't know what I'm very hood.
You are really hood.
I've often been accused of being too hood.
You are too hit sometimes.
Did you see
Hashtag.
that internet meme that's going around? Go ahead.
Hashtag too hood.
Hashtag too hood.
Is it spelled with a 2 or is it TWO?
Like the number
okay.
2.
Rocket
Just
Raccoon
cover-
versus
Animal
Animal Man
Man.
is something the Scarlet Speedster is proposing.
Well, is Rocket Raccoon technically a raccoon, or is he just like an alien that looks like a
No,
raccoon?
he's not a raccoon.
No, I don't think so. So
It doesn't matter. Animal Man can control
His alien
anything.
species.
Yeah, that's true.
I like the way
Just resembles raccoon.
Ben pronounces raccoon.
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 Rocket's raccoon.
Raccoon. Yes, Ben couldn't be here today because he had an emergency tattoo that he had to get
He
done.
needed to get a procedure done, and that procedure was a
So-
tattoo. What is that? Is that the little thing from Neverending Story?
Of the
Yes.
Sphinx.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yes,
Or,
it is.
or he's getting catch up on his hot
You know what?
dogs.
He told me he was gonna get a tattoo of my face on his dick, but that doesn't look like my face.
That could have happened
And
too. He
I don't
just
think his dick is that
didn't
big.
post that picture.
Moving on.
We're also being joined by Tectonics. Thank you
Hey,
for joining.
Tectonics, thanks
Tectonics.
for moving around.
There's only one God, ma'am, and I'm pretty sure he doesn't dress like that. That's a quote from.
Avengers.
Yep.
Ah,
Oh,
Captain
yeah,
America said
yeah.
that's right.
I've seen the
Um,
movie a few times.
Guardians of the Galaxy versus Justice League. Justice League.
Yeah, a little bit, guys.
Come on.
A little bit.
Let's go down that avenue just a little bit.
Why?
Raccoon.
Star-Lord.
Dude who likes listening to mixtapes. Angry girl with green paint on.
Yeah, she's
And
angry.
big tree thing versus
Oh, Drax
Superman.
the Destroyer though.
Drax the bad actor. That's right.
He did well with what he was given.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a lot.
Silver versus the Flash. Is it the Silver Surfer with the Infinity Gauntlet though?
Has that
Keep 'em
happened?
coming. Yeah.
Silver Surfer did have the Infinity Gauntlet very briefly.
Is that like? Sounds like an '80s story.
Yeah.
Okay.
You sound like an 80s
Sounds
story.
like an
I was an
80s
'80s story.
I
That's
know.
when the story began.
I know, that's why I said
Oh.
it. I was too.
Wow, we have a number of people in the chat, but usually these come fast and furious, and people are just completely tapped out tonight, or
What's
they
going
don't know
around?
that this is part of the show where we
Ooh.
take your what?
Groot versus Swamp Thing.
You want to do Groot versus Swamp Thing?
I've been reading Swamp Thing. I try and actually read all the books. I've been reading Swamp Thing. I used to think Swamp Thing, he's like Ackerman. I know this stuff. Yeah. But I've
Except
actually
for
been
trees.
reading Swamp Thing. Swamp Thing would kill it. Swamp
Oh.
Thing is one of the most overpowered DC characters. Like, it's
He is.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Really?
So-
What are his powers?
Everything
We'll
that's
explain how he's connected to the...
Yeah.
Well, he okay. He is the avatar of the green, which means that any plant is under his purview and under his control. And it used to be that he had to report to a council, where it was almost like a parliament. Like, he was the president, but he had to get things passed through the state and senate. He got tired of the Parliament of Trees, and he killed all of them. So he took over, and he doesn't have anybody to answer to. So literally, if he wanted to kill off all humans, he'd be like, all the plants just go into hibernation, revert to seeds, don't grow. And everybody would die. There's only, like, I think there's 5 different kingdoms. There's the Rot, there's the Red, there's Man,
The green.
there's the Green, obviously.
But in a fight against Groot, what would? So you're just saying
Wouldn't matter.
because
Groot's
Groot
a-
is made out of
Groot's
plants,
a plant, yeah.
he would
That
just
would-
make
that
him
would be
die.
bad.
Well, he's a
Plant-based.
powerhouse. It's like, a tree stump,
But it's
pretty.
Quite an argument you got there.
I would give it to Swamp Thing anyway, just because he was created by Len Wein. But, even if Swamp Thing did, destroy him, it just takes a little twig, and you just water it, and
And here's the
But
good
it'll be
thing,
back.
guys. When he did destroy him, he would just come back as an adorable little meme on
Well,
the
that-
internet that dances.
It's actually crazy that you would mention that, because Swamp Thing has done tiny avatar versions of himself before for quite a long time. That's how he stays in touch with the green, is he leaves that with the portal to the green realm.
But does
So.
he dance to the Jackson 5?
I don't think he does.
What's in
But
the
it-
gap, bro?
I mean, the problem with the argument is, at the end of the day, Swamp Thing would just take control of Groot. It doesn't matter how strong or how weak Groot is. Groot's a plant. So,
Dazzler versus Gem.
oh,
Gem.
Wow.
Gem is excitement. Ooh, Gem.
Does she have the holograms
Gem
with
is
her?
Excitement.
does
Glamour,
Dazzler get her
glitter,
roller
fashion,
skates?
fame. Gem is truly outrageous. Truly outrageous.
Let him do the whole thing.
Ooh, Gem is truly outrageous. Gem is my name, no one else is the same. Gem is my name, yeah, we're the misfits.
Never
Our
mind.
song is better, and we're the misfits. Our song is better.
Dazzler.
All right, next one.
Gem has no powers whatsoever. She just has good fashion sense.
Yeah, she does.
Synergy. Okay. Wolverine versus Swamp Thing. Luke Cage versus Bane. Plants are awesome. Says Gaben Mal.
Oh, please
Plants are
stop.
awesome. The Punisher versus Judge Dredd, which is a popular one that comes up quite a lot.
Don't we do that?
I think we did it a long time ago once.
Who won?
I don't remember that.
I don't remember who won. It was right around the time that Dread came out on Redbox.
I think Dredd won
Oh, that
because
was-
he is the law. And
Did
he'll
we
just-
do the Infinity Gauntlet back then?
I think it was like one of our
was
first
one of our
weeks
first
of
ones.
it.
Whoa, Black Canary versus Black Widow. That's a good one.
Yeah.
No, not a good one.
Sure.
All right, let's do Black Canary versus Black Widow.
I'll start it out with Black Widow. So, Black Widow is a lot older than what she looks like. She's back in the day. She had like this.
How old is she?
de-aging thing. And she's very old. She like fought in World War II, and she didn't get frozen and come back. She was just there. So she's got a lot of history and fight combat and martial arts and all that stuff. She's trained with Wolverine, who's trained with everyone else, and she's got the web widow stings, and she's got a bunch of tech and everything, and yes, and she's got red hair.
So you're saying that she has the benefit of experience here in this fight?
Yes.
She's been around the block,
She's been around the block.
back again. Yep.
Yep.
She's a mighty fine cougar.
She's mighty fine.
Yep.
Black Canary. What do we got?
So
on that
Black
side?
Canary is an expert in hand-to-hand combat. The Canary Cry, which is not a joy to listen to. An ultrasonic scream, that's what it is. Peak level of athleticism. An exceptional martial artist, expert motorcycle rider, which comes in handy more than you might think.
So we got a situation here where we have two very expert assassins who are great at hand-to-hand combat.
Yes.
The benefit of Black Widow is she has all this experience that she can draw from. The benefit of Black Canary is that she has the sonic scream
Yeah.
and
She can
anything-
ride motorcycles.
And
motorcycle riding.
Black Widow is manipulative.
She's
Wait,
manipulative.
doesn't she
Very
also have like
manipulative.
a form of the super soldier serum?
That might be what keeps her young.
Oh, the
Yeah,
super soldier
I think
stuff?
that's a thing. Yeah.
So, what do
I
you
know
guys
there's
think?
a thing.
As much as I like Black Canary in the new 52, Black Canary
kind
is
of a wuss.
kind of whiny.
Well, can I
Kind of a
ask you guys a question? Her sonic scream, what did you call it?
Canary Cry, Sonic Scream.
Yeah, Canary Cry.
Canary cry? Yeah, I don't really, birds of prey, not my thing, generally. But her,
It's just like that.
can she kill people with it?
She's
Or is it
Batman
just-
Code of Ethics. She doesn't kill.
Yeah.
So.
But can she?
Yes.
So, because this is a fight
No,
to the
definitely.
death.
She definitely can.
Yeah.
Black
Yeah,
Widow
she could
kills.
like explode her brain. and
Black
stuff.
Widow does kill.
Right.
Does Black Widow have tech? Does there exist tech that can neutralize the Canary
Yes.
cry?
Yeah, but I don't think she'd have it on hand.
No.
She wouldn't.
You don't
be.
think so?
Well, I'm going to give it to Black Widow because at the end of the day, Black Canary is going to try to reach out to Black Widow, and she's going to try, like, even, I mean, I'm not saying this would happen, but even assuming Black Widow is somehow defeated by Black Canary's not going to finish it. She's going to try and do that last-minute reach out, like, we don't have to fight, we can still, and that'd be a bullet between her
And
eyes.
then they die. Yeah.
I think Black Canary is awesome, but I don't think she
No,
would
I
win in
agree.
this fight.
I agree. But didn't Black Canary date Wildcat too?
She did?
Yeah, I think Wildcat would be pissed and like try to beat.
Wait, Wildcat is.
Wildcat
girl.
is no. Wildcat is the awesome boxer.
Yeah.
The old boxer. I
Ted.
love that. Such a great character.
Ted,
Um,
I don't remember his last name.
Ted Wildcat.
Yes.
So Black.
Unless it was Ashley Scott from the TV series, and then my money's on her. Because,
Black
sorry,
Widow.
Scarlett Johansson, Ashley Scott wins.
Wait, Ashley Scott was Helena.
You're right, because Dinah was the annoying teenage one. So,
But
I take
no,
it
it
back.
was the Full House. Becky from Full House.
Yeah, but she was
She
really
was-
bad in that series. She
Yeah.
gained
She's
a
only-
couple pounds, and she was, like,
She still looks
really
good.
young.
She still looks
I
good.
thought
Becky from Full House still looks good.
I didn't. We
She was
watched an episode
blind.
of that this week, actually, and I was
Yeah.
like, oof.
Why
All right,
did you
well, with-
watch an episode of Full House?
No, not a Full House of
Oh.
Birds of Prey.
Right.
Why wouldn't you watch an episode of Full House,
I
Jen?
was asleep. My tummy hurt that night.
Well, I think with 22 minutes left, we've tapped out on what
Yes.
people are coming up with as far as suggestions. Are you guys
Okay.
ready to move into the last segment?
Yeah.
Sure, let's move
It's
into
the
last-
Watchtower.
Nope, wrong thing. Wrong thing is that.
It's okay.
not the thing.
It's the Watchtower.
getting a lot worse.
It's
better.
the Watchtower.
Oh my gosh, it got even worse.
What is the Watchtower? I don't know what that means.
It's the Watchtower.
Watchtower.
Watchtower is.
I
Did you do an intro?
I did.
Did you do an intro?
Lucas was introing this one.
But then he
Okay.
made it whatever that was. The Watchtower is a general discussion where you and us and all of us talk about whatevs.
That's
Pretty
not
much
a
it.
very well.
It's
this,
true though.
This is all. See, okay, so the comic book world is wide, expansive, blah blah blah. We get a lot of complaints about people saying that the X-Mansion is so DC Marvel focused.
Right.
You know, the news is also very highly skewed towards like the big news of the week because we only have so much time. The Watchtower is a segment where
The little
you guys
stories.
can talk about anything
Whatever.
comic book related,
Yeah.
indie comics, matchups if you want to keep that going, stuff happening on the Gotham series or the Flash series or whatever. This is just
Or
the free
Arrow,
form.
which premiered
Or Arrow.
tonight.
It's the freeform comic book talk segment of the show where we just wind down, meditate, vamp for the remaining time.
Vampitate.
Well, Telebro wants the X-Mansion back. I think he wants a recount.
Have you peeps seen the Nightwing fans made a show that is on YouTube? There have been, it's funny, a lot of Nightwing fan films
least
came out
two.
all at the same time.
Yeah.
And
Two
they were all,
series running right now.
and they're all fairly, like I can't tell them apart
Interesting.
at all,
I was
stylistically or story-wise.
there. I think the one that Scarlet Speedster's talking about is the one that was coming out of Las Vegas or Nevada area, where there was an incredible short that came out that was Red Hood versus Nightwing, and that was it. Like Oracle was talking to Nightwing on his way in, and then they fought, and that was it. It looked great. It was very cool action, and then they did a Kickstarter where they made tons of money. With that said, the series, it's now a whole different type of storytelling where you have to tell a story instead of just show a fight.
Yeah.
And I think that's a bit of a reach right now. I don't think it's particularly good. But they might change. I don't know.
I think it says a lot that like all the fan series that are being made right now are not fan series based on like the new 52 continuity.
Nope.
You know what I mean? Like all the fan films, all the really diehard fans that are bothering to make
The old
films.
continuity.
Yeah, it's all stuff that draws from the old continuity. I think that's very interesting to note. Just saying, bat nipples, which isn't continuity. It's just film.
We got into an interesting conversation with Oscar, and I'd love to hear what you guys think about it. But basically, what we were saying is comic books have been around for 60, 70 years now.
75.
Yeah, and superheroes have been around for quite a long time. Now, if you look at the origin of a lot of these stories, you know, they're coming out of like the 50s, and we're now all the way to 2014. For the first 60 years of comic book telling, and roughly the point that we came up with was like the mid-90s, stories were still original.
Yep.
Now, for the past 15 years, 20 years, it seems like a lot is just being recycled.
Yeah.
And we were wondering why that is. Like, how is it that you can have 60 years of innovative storytelling and then all of a sudden
Run out of
that's
ideas.
it? Like, do you guys think that we hit critical mass and there's no more stories to be told? Or do you think that something changed to stop original stories from getting out there? What do you guys think?
I believe that because superhero media, movies, TV are so big right now, that the comic industry wants to bring in new readers like constantly. And to do that, reboots, jump-ons, touching puppies, just things people do.
Cute. Well,
Very distracting.
I think you've hit the nail on the head here with the fact that what's changed between now and then is the fact that now we have the cinematic universes that are giant machines that have to be fed all the time,
It
right?
was not a thing in the 90s.
So whereas previously you were going to create stories for the sake of being like, you know, great stories in and of themselves coming out of the comics, now the comic books really have
marketing.
they really have to support whatever's happening in the cinematic universe, and the cinematic universe is only going to ever draw from like the most popular story arcs
already been done.
that have already been done.
Yeah.
So you're getting a lot of rehashing for that reason. It's all part of the machine.
Well,
I-
Lucas, what do you think, man? You've been quiet, and I know you were a 90s child, so you read a lot of the 80s and the early 90s series. What do you think about the current state of comic books?
Yeah, like a couple years ago when DC did the new 52 and Marvel was talking about revamping, but people were assuming it was going to be a reboot, but they kept saying, no, we're not rebooting. I was like, if Marvel reboots their universe, I'm going to be so pissed. I'm going to stop reading comic books because they don't deserve, like, the history of these characters don't deserve this. But now, the more and more I'm reading, I just feel like I would be okay with a reboot because there's just so much happening. But yeah, along with what Jen was saying, a lot of it is, you know, they're feeding off, the movies are
Yeah.
feeding off the stories that
It's
are popular,
self-promotion.
that, you know, got people into comic books. And then, you know, now they're just wanting, people who just see the movies. They're like, oh, let me pick up a comic book, and then if they read something that is so in depth with history of with the characters, they're gonna be like very confused. They're just gonna pick up one issue, and that's gonna be it. So Marvel and DC are wanting, what the movies are doing. They're trying to mirror that in the comic books.
So
exactly
they want.
what Jen was saying.
So they want people. They want people to pick up like Guardians of the Galaxy comic book and read what would be Chris Pratt's portrayal.
Yeah.
Or that's
with
interesting.
The whole Guardians of the Galaxy, the new book with Brian Michael Bendis.
That
the
was
whole
to set up the
purpose-
movie.
Yeah, the whole purpose was to set up the movie. Like 3 years ago, Guardians of the Galaxy, no one
No one
would
knew.
have-
Yeah.
gave a
I think the
shit.
last original story in the New 52 that I really liked was The Court of Owls by Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo. That was like truly awesome. But that was like the last. I think that was a really good story.
We should do a segment of the show. We should add a segment dedicated to showing off like new toys and like merchandise that's coming out. By the way, because that's something that the cinematic universe is really upped, is like the collectibles market
I love it.
for stuff. And there's tons of good statues and shit coming out all the time. Yeah.
I might
Anywho,
have something to show you guys next week.
really?
Is it your dog's penis?
No.
Oh, I can't. He is very distracting. I like his rubbery armpits.
All right.
There's.
They're really cute.
Well, I
a
think
part of him-
the 12 bench loves the idea of showing toys, and he also says that Court of Owls was awesome, but he feels that it's all about money making.
Yeah.
So I think he's on board with you guys.
Yeah.
Scarred Speedster points out, what about
Weird.
Zero Year? That was amazing.
Thing right
But Zero Year wasn't.
Well, it wasn't original. It was just building off of year one and all that. It was just adding to.
Yeah, it was expanding the lore.
It wasn't creating it because you can't rewrite year one, and that's just not. You're not gonna do that.
Well, another question though, out of this, because a lot of people are asking what is canon. It's hard to even keep track of stuff.
Exactly.
How many universes is Marvel running right now, and how many universes is DC running right now? Like,
Well, right now they have the 616, and
616.
and the Ultimate Universe happening
Two-hit,
right now
Jen.
with
Two-hit.
consistent storylines going on. But like with the Spider-Verse storyline that's happening, there's like universes. There's so many universes. Like they're picking Spider-Man from all these universes just for this one story arc. It's gonna be a lot of red and
Spider-Man.
blue.
because Wes and I were talking about it earlier, and DC is running. There's the New 52, which is all of its 51 or 40 or however many universes are still around in that. And we'll just count that as one universe and one continuity. And then there's the Injustice continuity. And then there's
The
the
Arkham. That's the thing. Too.
Arkham continuity. And then there's the Infinite Crisis continuity.
Mhm. What about Future End? How does that fit? Is that
Yeah, it's
New
still
52?
that's still New 52. So that's at least 4 ongoing stories. And
very
Wes was
confusing.
reading the Injustice story, and he was like, I don't even remember where I am right now. Like, what
so
is
much
this?
crap happening.
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
Oh yeah, and then it also has Earth 2 and Earth 1 are still
Yeah,
technically all just New 52 continuity, but
Yeah.
it is getting quite difficult to keep track of.
Quite
so.
a lot.
There's so much content out there right now. Like as it's been mentioned before, I work for Ranker, and one of my duties is for each week I make a list of all the comic books that are coming out that week. This week today is actually probably the lowest I've seen that Marvel and DC have released, but it's like 15 books each.
jeez.
That's the smallest I've seen in a while. Usually it's 20 that they're putting out. But there is over last week there was over 120 comic books that came out.
Oh my god. How the heck
a
is
lot of
anyone
books.
supposed
I
to?
don't think anyone does.
Well,
There's gonna
that's-
be a lot of
that's
crap in
Marvel,
there.
DC, and all the independents.
Yeah,
see.
there's like
But
Boom.
Marvel and DC are easily the majority of that.
I think it works, and it doesn't work. I think it works in the way where you can have use Batman as an example. You can jump on with any Batman you want. You can go with the Batman Arkham storyline. You could go with New 52 Batman. You could. There's so many different. Like it's weird to us, but I was talking to a buddy, and his son was like, yeah, I love Harley Quinn from the Arkham games. I was like, oh,
That's
from the
so
Arkham
funny,
games.
specifically from the Arkham.
God,
games.
so I mean, so everyone has their own universe, their own characters that they love, and you can choose whatever you want. So I think that's cool.
I like
Lot
Harley
of
from the
options.
animated series
Well, that's where she's from.
and from the Arkham games.
I mean, they're both good.
But they haven't. What's interesting about that is they haven't effed with her origin in any of those across those universes, have they?
It's got Mad
really.
Love is awesome.
Yeah, the only thing
God,
that really
that's
changes
good.
is her costume.
Which
Yep.
Which I don't like.
No,
Put her
it's-
in the traditional outfit, and I'm happy.
yeah, we
Oh.
haven't had a good Harley costume in a while. I think the only one I've liked is the Arkham City
Arkham
one.
City. Yeah,
Arkham City
Arkham City
costume.
was good. Yeah, I like
Yeah.
that. too.
City.
Pants with the corset.
And the
Yeah, I like
corset
that.
and the
Not
hair
the-
with
not
the,
the
spray
split
paint.
corset.
I hate that.
With the spray paint.
Yeah, the little pigtails with the red and the black spray paint.
I didn't the Arkham Asylum one didn't do it for me. The nurse thing. I was like,
Right.
Yeah.
nah, that's
No, it doesn't
too
work.
Dark Knight, Joker homage.
Very
Yeah,
true.
I-
But then Arkham City.
Put her in the traditional. What's wrong with it? I mean, what doesn't
It doesn't- it doesn't-
show enough cleavage?
It doesn't
it
have
actually
enough
covers it
pinstriping
up
for the new
with the
52.
little poofy
They
thing.
should give her a little like boob window. And then everyone
Little
will
Power
be,
Girl window.
We'll
Yeah.
be good with that. Yeah. So here's a question. There's been a lot of talk lately. See, so we've been doing this for a while, guys, right? And we've watched the evolution of the show, where like more and more of the discussion centers around like the CW shows and stuff, and the TV universe for these comic book properties. What do you think would be a good CW show that isn't made yet from a comic book IP?
Actually, there's some news coming out today that there's going to be a third DC TV show on the CW. Speculation is going to be that it's going to be about the Atom. So
Oh.
Really?
Brendan Routh.
Oh
That's
yeah,
so
spinning
random.
off with Brendan
Wow.
Routh.
Yeah.
I had heard that they were potentially going to pick up the Titans license.
That'd be great.
Oh, Teen
that's
Titans?
where-
I
That'd
thought it
be-
was
that
gonna
would be perfect.
TBS.
That'd be awesome.
TBS.
I think you might be
Nightwing.
right, actually.
That's weird.
Yeah, I think you might be right.
Scarlet Speedster. Ooh, we got a lot of love in here for Nightwing. A lot of people want to see Nightwing series.
Everyone loves Dick.
Everyone does love Dick. Dick will make you slap somebody.
I gotta say, like, just with how many comic books come out each week, there's gonna be too much TV shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you haven't seen The Flash yet? I saw it, but I had to make an effort to watch it.
Because there's too much stuff going on.
There's too much. Like, last night, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., The Flash. The night before,
Gotta
Gotham.
interject real quick.
Go
How
ahead.
awesome is this problem?
Yeah, it is awesome.
Like,
but-
hashtag comic guys problems. Like, this is so
It-
cool.
I mean, it's gonna be to the point where everything's diluted, you know? Like,
Says you.
No, it's true. There was actually an article about it in Entertainment this week that was focused specifically on Batman, saying
Right.
that they think they have hit critical bat mass, is what they were calling it, where Batman used to be the representative of an outsider who was able to take on the system and enact justice. But all
Right.
the things that he used to be, he no longer is. He's not even really a detective in the modern movies.
Not
He
even
just is kind of a
kinda.
crime fighter who kind of fights against terrorism. But when you hit that level of like, okay, you're everywhere.
Yeah.
You're not an outsider anymore. It makes it harder to be what it is that he's supposed to be. And they posit that maybe it's time for a show like Gotham where Batman's not in it, and it's you remove the characters that we know to try something new.
Revin is saying real fast here that there's news that TNT had dropped the Titans property.
Aw.
I hadn't heard that.
That's a great. That's,
TNT or
what a
TBS?
great idea to have a live-action Titans show. Like that
That'd be
would get
great.
so many kids like on board with.
When was the last time we
Comics?
had a black superhero from the comics universe have his own TV show?
Static Shock.
Yeah,
Blade.
Static Shock,
that'd be it.
Blade. That's
Blade,
right.
but it was-
Yeah,
That
but
was
Static
another
Shock
TV
shot
show.
Was
though.
Mantis based on
That was before. Static Shock was late 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah.
Mantis was late 80s, early 90s.
I think like a cyborg. I think a
Mantis is-
cyborg TV show. Hear me out on this. I think a cyborg TV show would be good.
That'd be
They
cool.
should cast
I-
the guy from Smallville.
I
Yeah.
think he died.
Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh
Moving
no.
on.
Well, that's rather sad.
Yeah.
But you know, do you
Hey,
know what I
puppy!
mean though?
Puppy.
You know what I mean though? Kind of like a mech thing going
That'd be
on, like a
cool.
robotic
Yeah.
thing with the.
Well, Cyborg was a fan favorite in the Teen Titans show, so I wouldn't at all be surprised
he's
to try
kind of
and
sporty.
convey
There would
it
also
on
be a
it.
It'd be
really
like
good-
Friday Night Lights meets Transformers.
Kinda.
Anyway.
I would like to see a Shazam
Last
TV
thoughts on
show
the TV
too.
show. I
That'd be
think
cool.
with all these TV shows being on different stations, it's just gonna be more confusing for people to be like, oh, so they're not connected. Gotham isn't happening in the Arrow universe or
Right.
something like that, or
Fair enough.
why is Batman versus Superman happening and not being? It's gonna be too confusing
Yeah.
for the
Agreed.
mainstream audiences.
Agreed.
Anyway, who wants to do the outro?
Tobias wants to do it. Do it, Tobias.
Thank you for